Hey everybody, how you doing? So I am going live right now. I am sorry. I fell a few minutes behind. I do have some people joining me this evening. I was gonna go live on Twitch. Twitch was supposed to be working. I was gonna watch a bunch of videos and probably play some video games. And then I was actually there's a Robert Pattinson movie that now you can watch Amazon movies on you can watch what was it, Amazon videos on Twitch, and I was gonna do that and watch a movie and sit down and watch a movie, and then everything just went to shit. I was like, oh man, it's pretty bad. But nonetheless, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back on YouTube because I like hanging out on YouTube. I got a bunch of buddies on YouTube. I figured we could all hang out on YouTube, and this should be a good old time. So I'm gonna, you guys can bear with me. I completely lost track of time. As you can see, I get like I don't want to say I get busy, but I get I lose track of time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being late. I'm never late to my own streams. Oh man. Let me see who's in the chat this evening. Let me go ahead and open this right here. Let's see. We have who's here first? We had Asian Fun Comics. He was here first. How you doing, man? How you doing? I appreciate you joining me today. We also have Mr. Gomez with the little woogity 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 from Rocket Power. I used to love Rocket Power growing up, and I haven't said that in a long time. Cobra, how you doing, Cobra? Let's see, Funk Comics 814, how you doing? How's it going? Let's see, who's excited for Doctor Strange when he reacts later? Yeah, so Doctor Strange is going up tomorrow. I might have it up earlier in the afternoon because I usually do it around 7 p.m. Eastern, which it still might go up at that time. But I'm trying to see because I'm on like the ending stages of finishing the edits. So I might condense that and upload it after this live stream and see if it's all clear and it doesn't get blocked. Then I could go ahead and upload it earlier. So that should be awesome. Right now, if you are a Patreon member, though, it's already like when I was done filming it and recording it, I just uploaded it right to Patreon. So if anyone is on Patreon, you could go ahead and watch that already. Let's see. There's my buddy right there, Mr. John's Comics with Kids. How you doing, man?
What the web shooter's going here. Look at that. The web background.
Boom. Yeah, a little Spider-Man action, right? Who doesn't like
Hey.
look, watch. Spider-Man. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I mean, I just wanted to talk movies with you. I feel like I was like so pumped. I'm like, yes.
It'll be awesome, man. So it's 3:25 in England.
Okay.
I felt like I said that with an accent. I'm sorry.
It's 3:25 in England.
That is awesome. I appreciate you hanging out. And if you happen to fall asleep, I totally understand.
I know. I'm good. It's 7:30 my time. I'm good.
Is it 7:30 your time? It's 10:30. Look, I actually went to I don't know if you have this in England or in California, but we have
Sonic. Yep.
Sonic. It's an American, I want to say, right? It's American fast food.
Yep.
They have lime, so lime, not lemon, but lime slushies.
Yep.
And it's awesome because it goes perfect with Crown Royal.
My buddies are like super into the tater tots.
Ooh, tater tots. I had some jalapeno poppers.
Ooh, nice.
So those are pretty good. Yo, what's up, Z Collects? How you doing, Z Collects? Z Collects was in a battle of the live stream auctions in the middle of the night. So he was some entertainment. Wow,
there are so many auctions going on YouTube these days.
Isn't it nuts?
It's hard to keep up.
I love you, Z. I'm just.
I try to promote the ones when I spot them, but I can't keep up with them all.
Looking at YouTube, and this is everyone who's in the comic community who's been in it for over a year. If you look at 2019 June compared to 2019 2020, completely different community. Like when it comes to live streams and interaction, I feel like it's completely different to me. It feels way different. And I want to say it's oversaturated with selling of fucking books. God damn it! Do you see the live stream like 10 times a day of just people talking about comics? Now they're all about let's sell them. Man,
I gotta get rid of them, man. I gotta pay for my COVID treatments.
I guess how's it going? I like the Batman emoji. Let's see how you been. Robert stuff. I've been pretty good. I can't complain. We're doing good. We're safe. I still got a job. I haven't been kicked off YouTube yet, so everything's going peachy. Let's see. How's it going? C3, Dylan Comics. What's up, Dylan? How you doing? Let's see. I was gonna go live on Twitch tonight. Like I stated in the beginning of the stream, but OBS has been funky ever since I got my new hard drive. I'm still trying to figure it out because I had like all the settings like perfect for like my the bit rate and the output and all that shit. And now I'm like, I copied someone's settings on YouTube, and now I don't know how to do it again. Oh, how's it going? Oh, look, someone's got a "What do you mean" shirt.
What do you mean?
Hey, TK.
How you doing, TK?
How you guys doing?
Good. How's it
This is
going?
the movie crew. This is Perry's movie crew.
Yeah, It's kinda great.
Chilling.
Oh, bad. Chaos and Comics. How you doing, Mr. Chaos?
He's
hey,
been
what's
so
up?
nice. I've had him on book club twice in the last month.
Chaos.
or so.
Chaos. Look, Chaos started 2020 with the persona of I'm gonna be the villain on the comic community, and that ended quick. Chaos is such a nice guy, dude.
He's a good guy, and he
is
knows
really cool.
he knows his books, man.
Yeah.
You guys, if you want good comic book reviews, don't watch Perry's channel. Watch Chaos's channel. You get great.
No, honestly, yeah, Chaos. He does like a deep dive in the books, and he's really good at connecting things, which is really cool. And he's good with like sports and music. He's like a well-rounded intellectual. First stream you catch live. I appreciate you joining me, and hopefully you stay. And what kind of camera is that? Because I'm like a camera nerd. Yo, everyone, smash a thumbs up. That's what I'm saying, man. How's it going, Mr. Ben Compton? Mr. Ben Compton, out of everybody in the world, Mr. Ben Compton has like supported me since day one. Since I had like 4 people in my streams, and he never misses a stream. Oh man. I want to make like a special comic book box just for Ben Compton.
You guys, he clearly clicked that notification bell. He was ready to go. I got my notice, and I was like texting Perry, "Hey Perry, what the heck, man?"
I got mine, and I was like,
"No, I was like, dude, I was so pumped for Saturday talking movies with Perry. I was like, wait,
I had to see about a girl.
I got to make sure. Yeah, there it is.
Hey, I'm a movie nerd.
There you go.
one of my favorite lines. I use that in today's
man.
world. Like,
If you guys don't know about that, that is from one of the iconic quotes from A Good Will Hunting.
Yep. It's not a Goodwill. It's just Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, I know, because his name is Good Will Hunting. when I first started watching it, I thought they were gonna go hunting or something. You know,
that's what you said at the beginning. I was like, I think Perry should start off each movie with like, I think this is what it's about, and try to guess
what the movie's about.
Just from the titles.
Just
from the titles.
That's a good idea. That's content right there.
I almost fell out of my chair laughing at that.
Well,
when you're
because
like,
someone
they go hunting and they have a good time together.
I remember someone talking about a movie where they go camping and they go in a tent together. So I was like, oh, this must be that movie. And it wasn't.
Brokeback Mountain?
Is it Brokeback Mountain?
Oh,
it's one of those movies. So I thought that's what I was watching. Star Wars comic books. I would recommend the new Darth Vader. That was pretty dope.
He froze.
Oh no, he's okay. Yeah, the new Darth Vader comic has been pretty good. I actually want to like sometime during this live stream, I want to open up like another web browser and see what's coming out next week because I have no idea what's coming out. But yeah,
Super chat.
Who is that?
Z collects $5.
Mr. Z. Hopefully one of those late night streams. Hey, maybe,
Who does the kiss go to?
It might be.
I want to know.
What go to?
The kiss. You see the kiss
what
that he
kiss?
sent? The kiss emoji? Who does it go to?
Hey, John kissed him back, so John claimed the kiss.
Give me that Z sugar, baby.
Auctions nonstop, but they have 50 people in each one. Yeah, they get a good amount of traffic. It's just something that's I hate it because like
taxing them.
Look, when I go into live streams and there's like it's like 1 a.m, I'm like done watching a movie and I see like that's the only thing that's live. I'm like, all right, I'll go in and I'll see one of my buddies there and I'll be like, all right, fucking throw in $20, and get some random books. Why not?
Yeah.
Samurai Gaming, how's it going, man? That's an awesome name, dude. I love samurai stuff. Actually, 7 Samurai that John's been talking my ear off about ever since I watched The Mandalorian. And he's like,
gonna watch that movie.
He's like, this movie is about the 7 Samurai, or this episode is based off of the 7 Samurai. Yeah.
What about the last Samurai?
Ooh, Samurai Jack?
It wasn't bad, actually. No, Sam. Oh, God.
Oh, with George Clooney. What's his name? No, the jumping on the couch guy. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is in Last Samurai.
Send me the link, Perry. Let's see. Maybe.
As much as I like Last Samurai, if you've seen Dances with Wolves, it's basically the same story.
The same concept, yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Hey, I appreciate it. I've been having fun watching these movies. They've been pretty good. They've been entertaining, and once again, I want to thank Comic Head 84 because he kind of like planted the seed a long time ago, and then doing the live streams with you, John, and other people, because I can't remember. There's a lot of people that jumped into those streams last summer because they were late night streams. Like they went on for hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, they went for me. Yeah. John was like, "I finished my beer. I'm going to bed."
Did you get Nico's super chat?
Ooh, here we go. Much love, man. Hey, I appreciate it. What CA? That is Canadian currency, right?
I think so. Yeah,
I think so. That is awesome.
California currency.
Oh,
we got our own money out here. Yeah.
Ooh, Samurai Jacket, dude. Let's see. It's a big week, Perry. That's why I said we're gonna make sure we go live Wednesday. Hopefully, I should be up and ready for next week because there's one thing that I hate is like, all right, I'm gonna start doing a show and then I can't do it. Like the morning show I was doing TK. I'm having a blast doing that morning show. I don't give a shit that there's like 5 people in that chat. Like I'm doing the morning show and it's like it feels cool doing the show. It feels like a radio show, you know?
Yep.
But no, I have some guests lined up for next week, so it should be a pretty good.
Why do I keep pausing? I think I have bad connection going on here.
Do
I don't
you?
know what's going on?
Bad.
Yeah, man.
You cut out and it said erection. I'm not sure what's going on.
No, that's what I said.
That's what he said. Oh boy, let's see.
Bad erection going on.
Right.
Oh man, I need to read comics. I mean, I've been reading, but not the new comics that have been coming out. So
yes,
There
so I
hasn't
figured.
been a ton. I mean, I feel like it's still trickling out a little bit.
right? Is anybody hype? Anybody been reading some comics that have been out?
Harry's been reading a fair amount. I feel like he's been dropping videos on it.
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time.
Right.
John, my plan was to go live on Twitch tonight for like 5 hours and talk about all comics and then edit that into a video and then show what books are coming out and then edit that into a video. There's no time anymore.
No.
Like you guys who watch movies consistently, like I watch a movie every day now. You know, it's hard, dude.
Yeah.
It's hard like being able to watch that many movies, but it's fun at the same time. But all right, yeah, so let's talk about comics. And then we could dive on into to movies because
I mean, I'm gonna get into all the movies you've watched and posted recently because the movies you've been dropping, just so you know, like are all movies I own, all movies I've seen 100 times and love. So I'm happy to talk comics, but I'm here for the movie talk, just straight up.
All right. Well, let me show because did you guys buy any comics this week? I know TK doesn't read comics.
I buy my comics. I bought them.
Bro, I sent TK a dark web link so he could read all comics for free, and he still hasn't read anything.
I don't want to know about the dark web and what
I don't know. I didn't get nothing. I don't know what he's talking
TK's
about.
like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Dark web here.
dark.
No,
I have 2 books on my pull list for this week, but I have not picked them up yet because I wasn't doing a review on them. I felt like I could wait till Friday or whatever. So I got Far Sector, which I still think is a real underrated DC book that I've been enjoying. And the cover B is awesome. It's a really cool green cover, Green Lantern. And then I think there's a Last God like role play book.
Book, yeah.
So I got that. I got those.
Dude,
two.
my shop didn't have it, or I came in too late because I came in around like 12:45, which is not like me, and they didn't have it. But they did have. I was actually reading this. I fell asleep reading this last night. Reaver, which it's still
The Grim.
good.
What was that? What was the title?
It's part 2 of the Grim After.
Grim After.
This one is called Red Mother.
Yeah, I heard great.
You know,
things.
that reminded me of Samurai
That cover's
Jack.
awesome.
That
Awesome
cover
book,
reminded me of
but nothing
Samurai
happens.
Jack.
Oh, yeah, with Aku.
Yeah,
You just keep bringing up Samurai Jack.
I don't know why, but that's the main reason why, because I saw that he showed that cover not too long ago, and I was like, oh snap, looks like that guy from Samurai Jack. I don't know. I'm losing it, John. I haven't been reading. I'm losing it.
Look at this real quick. It's not bad, but look how wordy this book is. There's so many words in this book that it's impossible to read. It's unbelievable how long this takes me to read.
Oh God.
I can't read this book.
Now I see why you like it.
It pisses me off because it's such a good story and they keep dragging it out for no reason. Like literally everything that happened in the last 4 issues could have been summed up in maybe 1.5 comics. And it's annoying. Like I don't know why they're doing that.
But
I don't
it's
know why they're
good,
doing
though,
that.
right?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Cover by that Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah, that is a great cover. I love the red.
Yeah, the red looks pretty good. You know why that shit's red? No, never mind.
Come on, man. Come on.
Detective, where we had a Two-Face, but it tied into Joker was like using him, so it was a cool like Joker War tie-in to like shift that. And now we have Batman. Batman is tying into Joker War, right?
I'm the wrong guy.
How does
What I heard,
Batman?
yeah.
How does Batman and Detective Comics tie into Joker War?
Yo, everything ties into everything. Okay.
I
All right?
guess.
At one point, they're just gonna tell different stories of Batman at different times during the whole.
C3 is saying C3 is reading.
And then we got
good for you, C3.
and then we got Shazam with Batman, which is awesome.
Shazam!
Which is dope. Freaking Batman was hysterical in this book. And then Finger Guns, which the cover was cool. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, there's a hype still behind that. Like, well, I remember the first one came out, everybody was going
It was
crazy.
cool. I
I
mean,
didn't pick it up.
It has like a good idea, but it's just I don't know, man. Like
What is it? It shoots emotions. Is that the whole
yeah,
concept of it?
he finger bangs you. It's just like I don't know the artwork and the way like the layout the way it like presents to me makes me not want to like read this book.
You
And
said
I was
you
reading it and like pushing myself to read it.
You're still reading Reaver because I read the first 3 issues of that and I got kind of tired of it. Has it been good? Has it stayed consistent or?
It definitely dropped and it kind of picks up. It's kind of like I don't want to take it off the pull list for the simple fact that I kind of want to see if it picks up because I really did enjoy those first couple issues. But it's not like it's great, but it's
because as far as
lightly.
fantasy books, like once I saw Last God, I was like, I don't want to read anything else. This is the fantasy comic right now. Last God is so freaking good. I was like, bye Reaver, you're done.
Yeah, no, Last Guy. Last Guy's
it's like seeing a hotter woman and you're like, yeah, I'll trade up.
It's that emoji when the guy's walking down the street and he looks back.
It was exactly that emoji.
I need to find the emoji.
He's asking you what's your favorite film you've watched so far.
Ooh, which one?
He's asking which one is your favorite. Yeah, that one.
I think it's hard to pick which one's the best because I got different emotional reactions to different ones. If I was going towards drama and feeling like a type of love, it would be Good Will Hunting. Because I felt like there were so many different aspects in that movie that
dude,
really,
I could see you cheering.
Oh my god, you have no idea.
Up a couple times.
I was like, I was starting to do it, and I realized I was doing it. And I realized the camera was on. I was like,
and you're like,
bitch, don't do it.
But no, I mean that's a powerful movie.
Yeah, it really is.
That is one of those movies, yeah, that you just gotta watch alone. So if anybody catches you, you know.
And then I guess for like the horror aspect, it's not that the movie was scary, but more opening up my view on special effects was that Thing movie. Dude. I never seen something that was from like the 80s that could like outdo modern day like CGI stuff, which is crazy to even say that, but that's how it felt almost. Like I was like, holy shit, how have I never seen anything like this before?
Dude, they put in work.
They did a really good job.
For that
those
time.
days, those practical effects when they were having to like make it, you know, it's the same with, I was talking to my wife about the newest Mad Max movie, The Fury Road. And the reason why I think that movie was so popular and so big is like they only had digital effects a couple of times in that movie. The rest of it is legit car crashes, car chases, stunts, blowing stuff. They were actually blowing this stuff up, flipping these cars, jumping from one car to the next. They were legit doing that stuff, and it seemed so revolutionary.
You know what's funny? That nowadays you gotta explain it to people. You gotta actually tell them. Like they have to tell you, like, hey, listen, this is not CGI. Because I watch a lot of films and they're like, oh, okay, that's cool. I guess they did that with CGI and stuff like that. And it's like, no, they didn't. They didn't use CGI. You can't see the difference. I know that because that's how good it is.
Right. Well, because nowadays you get like Fast and the Furious and they're driving a car out a window into one building onto the next building and they're flipping this car over that. And you're like, yeah, I mean, you can do anything with the computer now. And to see somebody just practically do it, like with actual stunts. And the only reason they could do it is that movie got delayed for 1.5 years because of bad weather.
Oh, wow.
They were going to film, supposed to film in the deserts of Australia, and the biggest storm ever to hit Australia hits, and then everything's blooming. There's like grass everywhere. Can't make our movie here.
Like, hey, screw your dystopia.
So they had to spend 1.5 years finding a better location. They go to Africa and they shoot it 1.5 years later. But for that 1.5 years, the stunt guys were practicing all the effects. They were learning how to do this, how to build a car to do this or that. And they could do so much more by the time 1.5 years came later. They had practiced so much. They were like, wait till you see the shit we can do now. You know, and it was crazy.
awesome.
You're watching that movie and your mind is blowing like constantly. It's like
I'm excited to watch it.
it's cool.
It looks cool because I've seen like the pictures of like I get it. I've seen the ads and stuff, but
Right.
I want to see like.
So yeah, I'm glad you liked The Thing, and it was funny because we had just done our top 5 '80s horror movies, and
that was the one that won, right?
Yeah, every person on that panel, all 3 of us picked The Thing as the number 1, like all of us.
Yo, Perry, what did you say about Kurt Russell in the beginning?
What did I say about him?
He looked familiar.
I guess this is a famous guy.
Yeah, because he looks familiar nowadays, right? Like I'm still trying to think of where I know him from.
I don't know that you. I mean, I'd be curious to know where you know him from because knowing the movies you've watched, he's not really in any of those. He's in the next Guardians movie, but you haven't watched that one yet.
Oh no, that's the next one I need to know because I knocked out Doctor. Yeah. I already watched Doctor Strange.
Okay.
So we could touch on that in a little bit. We got another movie and comic book connoisseur joining this evening.
My boys.
How you doing,
What's
Mr.
up?
Dylan?
It's been like a year since I've been on Perry's channel.
For real, bro.
Hey Mo, hey, you guys don't know Mo. He's the man.
He did a great live stream with this really annoying guy yesterday, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Yeah, he's a really big 6ix9ine fan, which is kind of cool.
Yo, my boy Mo, he has his mic and he got
the
a new
fly.
laptop, so he's upgrading. He's upgrading.
There we go.
Yo, 6ix9ine dropped a single
Watch the
like
fly.
a few weeks ago. That shit kind of fire.
It kind of blew up. It was pretty awesome. Yeah. How you doing, real Dr. Minkman? I'm glad you finally met my favorite character, Doctor Strange, and I totally understand why that's your favorite character. That movie was freaking awesome.
I'm glad you liked
Which
it.
one?
Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, I didn't know if you meant like one of the
I had one issue with that movie, just one, but they definitely put in work for the following movies for him. Whenever we talk about it, then we could get into it. But
I think because going into that movie, I knew of Doctor Strange, but I never read a comic with Doctor Strange. I knew he's like some type of magician, but I don't actually know like what the hell does he do. I don't know his origin story.
Put
I
a
don't know his
rabbit out
powers.
of a hat, Perry.
Would he be called a magician? I was gonna say,
a magician.
are we really calling him a magician?
Some type of magician. He's
Yeah,
not
you know, like
but he's just some type of magician.
no. Look, one of the craziest parts of that movie happens in the beginning of the movie when he's driving the Lambo, and then
Oh yeah.
and dude, like that shook me. I was blown away.
Did you notice right before he crashes when they're listing the possible operations and surgeries that he could be up for?
Nope, that you wanted to ruin my reputation. He's a complete dick.
No, but the doctor is saying you have this patient or this patient. One of the ones they list is Iron Man's buddy who just got paralyzed.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
Yep.
They say we have this soldier who's paralyzed from the waist down, whatever. And Doctor Strange is like, nah, I don't want that job. I don't want to do it. He like is a total dick about it. He's like, nah, I don't want that job.
Wow,
I can't fix that. That guy's not worth it. I won't get famous from that gig or whatever. But they're talking about Don Cheadle's character,
the one who
in
what's his face
Civil War.
blasted. Yeah, War Machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
So they're mentioning him as a possible patient for Doctor Strange, and then Doctor Strange is like, nah, and then all of a sudden he's like, crash, flip, done.
That's
It's like
crazy.
that Dr. Dre video. Remember that? He crashes Lamborghini in the beginning. No, Dr. Dre. All right.
Nope.
Hey,
Who's
got
that?
you, Marty.
There's
I got
another
you.
doctor.
I'm the guy who just posted a whole thing on F. Gary Gray today, brother. You
My
guys,
top-
Oh yeah, I've been seeing your
anybody
posts.
know
I've been
who F.
seeing your
Gary
posts.
Gray is in this whole panel?
Who?
His name. I
I've
know it
seen-
sounds like I'm saying F, like the F word, but his name is F, the letter, and then Gary Gray.
No.
Yeah. He
He's
directed
he's
Straight Outta Compton.
And
And
He
Friday.
directed Straight Outta Compton, which came out a couple years ago, nominated for all
And one of
the
the
awards.
Fast and Furious.
But he got
directed Fast
famous.
8.
Yeah, Fast 8. Look at this. This is my man. This is my man here. Dylan's
No,
got it.
I think his first movie. Nah, I don't know if it was
His
first. but
well, he
did
got
Friday.
started making
Friday.
music videos for the Straight Outta Compton, the NWA guys. So Dre,
Yeah.
he was doing videos for all
And
those guys, and then he did
That's-
Friday, which was his
That's
first
how that
big
led
hit.
in.
Oh, that's my.
Yeah.
I've seen Friday.
So that was his first big movie.
Damn.
But then he went on. He did like The Italian Job. He did the.
Oh, I seen that on
Negotiator.
bootleg when it came out.
Yeah,
I love
he is
the Italian Job.
legitimately the Black Steven Spielberg, and like nobody knows the guy's name.
I didn't know him.
He just did the new Men in Black movie, the Men in Black International.
I didn't see that movie. Was it good?
I haven't seen it either, but it made a ton of money.
You know, it's not as good as the original one.
Well, sure.
None of them, but it was cool. It lacked a lot of aliens, I would say. Like it didn't have a lot of aliens. Like some of the ones you do see are kind of like, makeup, and I don't know. Like it was good though. It wasn't bad. Ghostbusters movie he did with.
I just brought him up though because it's like I feel like he is a huge filmmaker who's made some incredibly big movies, and most people, unlike Dylan, just like don't know the guy's name.
I'm surprised you mentioned.
Sounds familiar. Like, I didn't even know it. I think because I just recently just saw Law Abiding Citizen.
That's one of his. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was one of his.
That's one of his. Yeah. And again,
an amazing movie, by the way.
Straight Outta Compton was an incredible movie. If you guys haven't seen that movie is, and you can tell that F. Gary Gray grew up in that hood with those guys. Knew the whole backstory, was friends with all of them through all of it, and just was capturing that. It was amazing.
I saw that shit in like a sold out theater, man. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
I need to watch.
I own it on Blu-ray. I love that movie, man.
Yeah, honestly, Perry, you'd be like blown away by it.
Yeah, he's a music fan, so he definitely would love it.
Put it on the list.
It's on the. So I think it is on the list actually. I don't even want to look at the list anymore.
Like that.
Oh, somebody's got the echo going.
Is it? Who is it? Is it me? Is it me, Jesus?
So Perry, then how did you like the ending to the thing where it's basically ambiguous if any of them is the bad guy or not?
I don't think I picked up on that until I seen it in the comments. I don't think I realized it. Going back and looking at it, I totally pick it up. Yeah. Going back and looking at it, I totally see it. I totally see. Maybe they both were the thing.
You should watch that little ending dialogue bit again because it's funny the way they talk to each other. Because Kurt Russell's looking at him like, "How did you survive? You should be dead."
Kurt Russell, the main protagonist, right? He is like fighting the thing left and right, and then he finally goes and he sits down. He's like about to die, and then this guy is like, "Oh, I've been gone for like the last half act of the movie." What? What did you? Where did you go?
And then there's also shots where we're not sure if this is the thing. Looking like Kurt Russell.
They state in the movie that it takes about an hour to like fully embody someone. That's that because in the movie he was like, well, he was alone with him for an hour. He's like, yeah, well, if you're with someone for like an hour, then it has more than enough time to go ahead and transform into the person that he's trying to transform into. So he was gone for, I would say that was like about an hour or two that they were gone there trying to plant the dynamite and everything. So I could totally see that, but
Mo is pointing out the fact that maybe you don't know, there's 3 versions of the thing. The one
there was one in the 50s, right? One in the 1950s.
Yeah, the original was an old one called The Thing from Another World or A Thing from Outer Space.
Hitchcock,
which is good.
No, not
That's
Hitchcock.
a good one.
Not Hitchcock. And then there's a remake a couple of years ago, which I heard was pretty bad.
Well, no, that's a prequel. That's why I was going to
The
mention.
prequel. Okay.
If you watch the prequel, you'll find out that what was his name at the end?
McCready.
McCready, but the other one.
Oh, I don't remember the other actors. The other characters.
Survivors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, I always forget his name. But in the prequel, they say that like if the monster can't copy like metal or whatever. So like that. If you've seen the prequel, they say like if they have
molars in your teeth.
Yeah.
The cavities.
No, not the molars.
Cavities.
They can't do them. So that's how they see. But then at the end, the girl, spoiler alert, which for a freaking movie that came out years ago, but the guy at the end, he has an earring, so she's like, oh, I know that he's legit. Then at the end, he doesn't have the earring. She's like, you want to know how I know you changed? The Thing.
The new thing? Prequel. What are you spoiling? What are you spoiling the movie for?
Hey, dude, I'm trying.
What are you doing? Get out of here, Dylan. What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong? This is my channel that you're ruining. Get out of here, man.
What I did there.
Spoiler alert like a minute before.
What do you mean, Spice? Me. This is the only person that's being spoiled.
I put the whole show.
No,
on mute.
John hasn't. John might
I
not.
didn't, listen,
Okay,
I didn't hear any of the last 15 seconds. I
Yo.
just put the whole thing on mute.
dude, the movie's not that good. All I'm saying is this is how I know that the other guy, not McCready, the other guy, if I can find his name.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm just listening now.
How I know that he wasn't the Thing, because he still has the earring in his ear. That's from the original Thing, so that's not a spoiler. That's just my opinion that he wasn't turned because he still has the earring in his ear.
So
that's from the original.
So then Perry,
so
you said you're looking for more drama, like Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, that was good. If I could watch more movies like that, I'm all in. Like
So
that
can
was
I tell
like
you some fun Good Will Hunting facts.
Yo, watching some
See, dude's talking comics. He knows that's not a spoiler.
anything's a spoiler.
I said that just to be courteous.
On some Jack Kirby comics. Hey, Fatal J. You got some
Fatal
good taste. How you doing, Mr. J? Hey, I watched Star Wars Episode 4. I'm about to watch Episode 5. And then I'm going to watch Episode 6. And then I'm going to bring it back to number 1. And then I'm going to go all the way to number 9. And then I'm going to go back to number 2. I'm going to watch all the Star Wars. And then I'm going to watch the Clone Wars. I'm going to read some more Star Wars comic books. I'm going to be able to finally have a conversation with Fatal J about Star Wars, because that is something that I've been wanting to do since I met Fatal J. Because he knows so much, like the fact that somebody knows so much about something, and I can't, like if you read a comic, if you read Detective, the last 10 issues, and I read the last 10 issues, and we're able to go back and forth on it, that's a great conversation. And I want to do that with Star Wars with him, and I can't yet. So, like, once I got the ammo, I'm unload.
Well, I also like the way you're kind of like picking a filmmaker or whatever, or a series, and kind of going through it. Because when you did your Blade Runner video, which was a great one also last week, it made me want to go and watch the sequel because I hadn't watched it in a while, Blade Runner 2049. And I liked that again so much that I went and started watching that director's. He's a really talented filmmaker. And I watched his movie about aliens called Arrival, which is a freaking great movie. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I was balling. I was legit.
Yeah.
I was like,
That
sobbing.
chick trying to,
That
like,
movie is so
their
freaking good.
language.
Yeah.
What? It
Kurt
was
Russell's
that.
in
I don't remember
Friday?
getting that wrapped up.
Dude, it's the twist
No, you know what you'll
at the
sob
end of
over?
that movie.
No,
the
he-
twists at the end of that movie slay me.
Yeah, it was.
I'll tell you what you'll sob over. Prisoners. Watch
Yeah,
Prisoners.
That's
Hugh
the same
Jackman and
filmmaker.
Joe
Yeah, look at this. This is my guy,
Bro,
man. This is my guy.
I know Dennis.
town.
What is it, Villeneuve or whatever?
Villeneuve. Yeah, he's a.
Ooh, I haven't seen Interstellar.
I got his first movie he did. American movie. It's called
TK,
Enemy.
that's your movie, right?
Jake
Interstellar?
Gyllenhaal.
Didn't you say you like
Yeah.
Interstellar, TK? Yeah, that's one
Well,
of
that's
his
another
favorite movies.
I love that.
I need to
That
watch
movie made me tear. I
Yeah.
don't care what anybody
Yeah.
says. I teared during
Nolan.
that film.
Well, and again, that's another filmmaker you could dive into, Perry, and see a ton of his
bro.
movies. Christopher
bet you-
Nolan, he really hasn't made a bad movie. I mean, the guy makes
Practical
top-notch
effects
movies.
as well too.
Practical
You would
effects.
love Inception if you like
Dude,
the like.
No. Skip all that. It's you guys. He has to start with Memento. That movie is
Oh
freaking.
yeah,
You got to go back.
Memento is
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Ooh.
Perry,
Memento. Yeah,
This is one of those few movies I saw it in the theater, but I read the review and I was like, oh, I should see this. And I was in college, so I was like, I had time to go see movies a lot, and I went and saw the movie in
You
the
gotta
theater
study,
in the,
John.
in the afternoon. No, I saw the movie in the
You
afternoon.
went to film school? You went to film school?
I heard something like that. I walked out and I'm like calling my wife. I'm like, we're going to see this movie tonight. So I come home. Her parents come over. We all go. We see the movie again. So it's my second time. Then they were like, oh my God, I need to see this again. So we all went again later that weekend on Sunday. I saw
Damn.
it 3 times opening weekend. That movie blows my mind. It's so good.
What's it called?
Memento.
Memento.
You're gonna have to message me
like
that.
I'll do it right now.
MANTO.
Oh, real quick. So I was looking for a comment that someone put on the thing. In the beginning of the movie, when the Norwegian's shooting at the dog, when he gets out, he starts screaming in Norwegian language. He says, "Get the hell away from that thing. That's not a dog. It's some sort of thing. It's imitating a dog. It can't really. It isn't real. Get away, you idiots!" And then boom, he gets shot in the eye. I was like,
If
that's
you
so
watch-
cool because I didn't know the translation. You know, so
Yo.
that's like. That puts so much in perspective because it's like, holy shit, he literally told you everything, and then you shot him
Yeah,
dead.
but They couldn't understand him.
I know, obviously,
looked
but I'm
like a
saying,
crazy
like, if
person.
all it did was take
Yo.
one person to know that language,
Well, that's
none of them would have died.
White Whale
cool.
Comics always teases me about liking that movie because he's like, I know a little Norwegian, and like that movie was ruined for me in the first 5 minutes.
Barry, if you really did like the thing and you want to get more into the backstory, watch the whatever 2012 one. It's a prequel, so it's all about the Norwegians. It's not about it's not a remake.
So
or
it's
anything.
about them
Is
finding the
it-
spaceship,
Is it similar
Yeah,
to
okay.
Prometheus to Aliens?
Yeah.
which was Prometheus, the fourth one.
Prometheus
No,
was
I
one
watched
of
the
the
first
more
three.
recent
That was
film
the-
that came
that
out
was
as a
the first
prequel.
one.
Aliens.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Yeah, you're on
That's
the fourth one, which
I
is
like
I'm on-
that one.
the fourth one is probably the worst one.
I took a break because I watched the first three Aliens, and now I'm gonna watch the Predators, and then once I'm done with Alien versus Predators, then I'm gonna finish Aliens 4 and 5.
Nice.
You gotta watch Prometheus and then Covenant, Alien Covenant. I like Prometheus. Some people don't like it, but I think it. I
Because
love it.
they think it went a different direction than what it was.
It's man. They get
With
into
the
like
xenomorphs.
they get into like how
Well,
humans were
Thunderbird.
made. They try
What's
to
the
get into
xenomorph, Harry?
A xenomorph is an alien. I read the comics, dude. I literally have a hardcover and like a bunch of floppies. And I've seen the first season of Daredevil, or like half of it, and then I've seen the first of Punisher, and those are really good. But it kind of turned me off because I heard they got canceled and they're not coming back to Netflix. So I'm like,
Well,
why am
actually-
I gonna reinvest myself into a
Actually,
show
there's
that's going
reports-
nowhere?
There's reports saying
You
that
need
Netflix
to
got the
watch.
rights back to Daredevil.
You think they will continue that series on Disney Plus?
maybe.
I
They
don't know.
might.
I don't know where they will go with it,
You should
but
watch season 2 though, because the
I didn't see
Punisher.
that report. Did somebody say that they're getting the
yeah,
rights?
from what I heard, it was like something about that Netflix-
speculation.
Netflix
Disney
got
owns
the
the
rights
rights.
back to it.
This,
Hold
yeah,
on, let me see
Disney.
if I can
Disney
find
I
an
thought that they
article
only
on
get
that.
the rights back if they did something with it, not if it just like sat there.
Ooh, Enemy Mine. I'll watch it for you. Hell yeah.
That's a good
Well,
sci-fi
I think
movie.
if they're gonna do anything with any of them, it's gonna be Daredevil.
Shout out to Chaos because he is
You got
hilarious.
mail.
He's just
It's
listening
the
romantic-
AOL.
It's all these romantic comedies.
Yeah,
I like rom-coms.
Pretty Woman. You should watch Pretty Woman.
That's a good
They got Clueless. I was thinking about watching that. They
That's
just
hilarious.
They just put
And-
that on
and
Netflix.
You'll be like, damn, Ant-Man has not aged in 50 years.
Oh, Ant-Man's in that?
Yeah, he's in that. He's
Oh,
great.
that's
And he looks exactly the fucking same.
You should watch Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forget it.
Oh, that's
That was
actually
hila-
good.
that
Is that
was
with
hilarious.
Adam Sandler?
I love that movie.
Dude.
Adam
I love
Sandler?
it too.
No, not Adam Sandler.
Bro,
Oh no,
when
that's
I moved
50
here,
First
I
Dates.
stopped wearing a watch. Because there's
Yeah.
a clock on my phone. I didn't need it.
Jason Segal is in or Siegel is in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I love Prometheus.
You think Seagal is in
Yeah,
that?
man. Prometheus
Watch
was
Body Double.
definitely-
Let's see. Watch VIP.
I don't think he
Did you
said
like
Steven
it?
Seagal. Jason Seagal.
Jason Segel. It's not Steven Seagal. Yeah. Jason Segel.
Yeah.
That was weird. For a second, I was
I've
like,
never
Steven
seen
Seagal in
Alien.
that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, no.
Crazy Stupid
Stupid
Love is
Love.
hilarious. Oh my God.
Ooh, Blazing Saddles.
It's funny.
Blades of
Oh,
Glory.
You like Young Frankenstein. How have you
I
not
do.
seen Blazing? You haven't seen Blazing Saddles?
Apparently not.
It was made within a year of Young Frankenstein with basically all the same people. They, instead of making fun of Frankenstein, they're making
Is
fun
it in
of
black? Is it in black and white?
No.
Oh.
They're making fun of westerns, so they weren't doing a black and white. They were doing a western.
Oh, here's the movie. So on Twitch, right? There's a new feature where I could link my Amazon Prime account, so we could watch. Like, you could sit there in a live stream with me and watch an entire movie. And one of the movies
Yeah.
that I'm gonna watch, well, the first one I'm gonna watch is called The Lighthouse. Have you guys seen that?
God.
From
Yeah,
2019 with
It's
with
weird,
Batman.
but
Robert Pattinson.
You
Yeah, it's
should
got
watch
Batman in it.
Robert
That's why I want to watch it. I want to see
Yeah.
like his acting skills outside of Twilight.
You should watch Good Times. That's the movie you need to watch.
TV
if
show?
you wanna see his
That
acting
movie,
skills.
it's not the
I've
You've
seen
heard
Good
of the
Times with
TV show
JJ
Good
Walker.
Times,
Yeah, that's
but
my
you
jam.
haven't seen the thing until this week.
Dude, I used to have the box set of Good Times. That was my show. I used to like watch it on repeat.
That's hilarious.
So how do you do the Amazon thing? You connect your Amazon Prime to your YouTube?
No, to your Twitch.
It can only be through Twitch?
Yeah, they have a partnership deal.
Ah, that's a bummer. I thought we could do it. I thought we could do it through YouTube.
I wish I would be doing that shit on YouTube right now.
Too bad you can't like go live through Twitch to YouTube as well, and like be
Yeah.
live on both, cross-platform or whatever.
That would be cool, but so far they only got. I heard Hulu's gonna do
But
it
nah.
too.
No, because I swear God Tank, or no, not God Tank, Scarpat was telling me about the Amazon thing, but he made it seem like we could do it through YouTube.
Wars.
Chat is hilarious. Yeah, Chaos is saying Arrival is a wonderful film, and then down a little ways, Cobra Viper is like, I don't understand Arrival. I love it.
Yeah. So after I finish, when's a good time to like stop watching the movies and then watch the animated? If anybody knows that question,
I don't
but I
know.
want to watch
Whenever you're in the mood.
restriction on that, but
Give me
obviously
an
Chaos is the
example.
guy to ask.
like
Oh wait,
like
you mean animated Star Wars?
yeah, because I want to watch 4, 5, and 6, and then 1, 2, and 3, and then start the animated show. I feel like
I'd
that's
say
that
like
sounds
after
right.
1, 2, and 3, because
1, 2,
those
3.
like that's the Anakin one is the one that actually has the Clone Wars in it, so it'd have to be in between there before you get to the Rey, and
Definitely.
yeah, because
Rey and Finn stuff.
Obi-Wan fought in the Clone Wars.
Yep.
yeah,
That's what
and so
I
did
found out.
Anakin.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
He doesn't know who Anakin is yet, so you kind of got to pump the brakes there, buddy.
I was like, how did he do that? Because he was telling Luke that he was in the
can't
Clone Wars.
I
I'm so
can't even
confused.
say who Anakin
This
is.
might necessarily
Don't
be.
talk.
This is why I'm quiet.
I don't understand the rival.
I'm
Oh,
scared
man.
to say something and just spoil everything.
Yo, Chaos was in my live stream last Friday when I dropped. Oh no, was it last Friday? Maybe like 2 weeks ago. I dropped a Marvel movie and Chaos said something that was like 2% spoilery. I don't even remember what he said, and the entire chat just blew up on Chaos. I was like, oh no, don't do it. Chaos didn't mean it.
That's funny.
Wow, they blew up on him for real?
Yeah, for spoiling something. I don't know, something like that. Consider watching DC animated
They're
movies.
spoiling
Oh
you,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
They
I got
got
the
they do
DC
a
app.
time for spoiling you.
Let's see. He got-
Yeah.
Ah, you know,
You're at that stage now where like people flip shit and you spoil.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually like. I'm not doing it on YouTube, but like I'm sitting down after I'm done watching myself and like rewatching the first season of Avatar because I used to like when it was coming out.
I've
I
never
would
seen
sit
that.
down. I would watch
Oh,
it
yeah.
when it was like first airing. I was like, "This is such a cool show," and
It
I,
is.
I read an article on I think like CBR saying that like 10 years or 15 years later, like this show it still holds up, and then the spin-off that's on Netflix
Yeah.
is like even going deeper into like the lore and everything, and the world building is so amazing. I was like, all right, I gotta sit down and rewatch
Live
this.
action.
Damn,
sucks.
I'm missing
Freaking
out
awesome.
on a whole new world.
It is a whole
It's
new
good, man.
I need to
And
watch
it's
it. I always heard it was good, but I
Nickelodeon.
looked at it. I'm like,
It's Nickelodeon and it still holds up. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy how good it is.
Catch Ronin Warriors is an underrated anime. Ooh, John
I
loves
love
anime, by the way.
So,
Big
John,
fan.
you into anime? I gotta start watching anime. I
Reggie
gotta start
Clark's
watching
stream on
something.
Twitch.
I've been watching Harley Quinn.
You got to know that Perry's being sarcastic there. I don't watch anime.
No,
Sorry.
he
I just
for
seen
some
little-
reason he's very biased towards anime. He doesn't like it.
I don't like anime. I'm not a big fan.
Wow.
Watch the right one. John, if I'm watching 100,000 different movies all the time, you have to sit down and watch one anime.
So you're saying I have to start doing the John reacts and just make John watch animated movies?
Yes.
Do all anime?
I still
My
haven't.
channel's
I
gonna
still
blow up. My channel's
John-
gonna blow up.
still
John
haven't
tears
watched
down
that.
anime.
haven't.
Reggie
John
Flex streams on
chips on
Twitch,
anime.
and you can stream them both and have all the comments show up with a bot. That's
I've
pretty
seen,
cool.
I've seen little of this. I mean, like I've seen like Ghost in the Shell.
You gotta be in the mood though, man. Like
I haven't
sometimes
seen that,
you
man.
got in the mood.
Yeah,
love-
yeah.
I still haven't watched Clone Wars the
I'm
last season.
sorry.
I've tried a Clone Wars and I just couldn't get into it. I'm sorry.
I watched
Like,
everything.
I watched it when I was coming out because like I was a kid then, you know. So I've watched all that. I'll say Rebels though. I was watching that like a year ago before the last one came out, and I really liked Rebels. That
I did
Ezra
good
kid,
things, yeah.
it's like new characters. It was really good.
I
You'd
enjoyed
be
everything.
surprised, John. And
Oh,
your
uh,
girl plays like that.
I didn't read
gotta hop
Birds of
on
Prey. I heard like 2 or 3 people talk about it, and they said it was actually really good. And it was like almost like a trade paperback. Like it was like a thick black label book.
Yeah, for $10 too. It's
yeah.
a trade. It's like trade.
It's like a
But I've
trade
heard-
like black label, but it's like I don't know like what they're doing with DC Black Label because it's like they're so different. Like some of them are big and magazine size, and other ones are like regular size, and some of them are thick regular. Like
So
like,
weird.
It's
DC,
weird. that they do that.
just do one stand. I bought a magazine box and it only has 4 Black Label books in it. I'm like, what are they doing?
Yeah,
But
that's
no,
why
I've been enjoying the Black Label.
I've heard mixed reviews on that.
I'm waiting because I want to watch the movie before I read any Birds of Prey stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Well,
haven't
you
seen
can
that
read
movie either.
that too on it, you'd be
The-
fine. But the movie was pretty
Vitch?
good.
The Vitch? Like
Witch,
2
yeah,
V's?
it's basically witch. It's basically witch.
Brian
I know, but when
Azzarello.
you say it like that, it makes you sound like a variant vigilante. The Vitch.
Witch.
Have you watched Dragon
You
Ball?
go get
I grew up
that
watching
Vitch.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon.
I know,
I'm
Dragon
the
Death
Ball.
Note,
dragon.
you're welcome.
I
That
gotta
John,
see
I
that.
will say, I must have 100 comments about Death Note. I had messages.
Yeah, I made a
people telling
mistake.
me
I saw the
Death Note.
Netflix movie.
So we have to watch it together.
I thought it was like a horror movie, and I was like, all right, let's watch Death Note. But I didn't know it was an anime.
I told Perry that most of the anime I've seen is like stuff that's like G-rated kids. Like I love Hayao Miyazaki, and he does like Princess Mononoke or Howl's Moving Castle or My Neighbor Totoro. He's the like top tier quality art, but like it's not the action, bloody, violent like stuff that people love in anime.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
that.
shout out to a couple super chats. Sorry, I was supposed to
Oh,
be
I got
talking
him right
about
here.
super
Oh, we
chat.
got a Two Brothers Comics. What do you mean? How you doing, Two Brothers? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're still collecting your way. I know
Okay.
Dustin was what do you mean? Watch anything but this channel. How you doing, Dr. Pinkman? And then
You
that's an
like
awesome
it?
Spawn. Is that the new one?
The Mortal Kombat one.
Dude,
It
the
is the
sword.
one. It's
Mortal Kombat 11 one.
Kickstarter one. That one's
Dude,
not
that
out yet.
sword. Let me see the sword close up. That sword is badass.
I got you. I just dropped something.
Sorry.
And My Hero Academia. John, I would recommend at least your oldest daughter. She might
Dude,
enjoy this anime a
That's
lot.
the shit.
It's
Look
actually
at
really good.
that. That is freaking.
Oh, you
awesome.
can see the symbol on his.
It's got the symbol. I
yeah,
know.
that's pretty cool.
I mean, dude, look at the detail on it. Period.
Who is that? McFarlane? McFarlane Toys?
Yeah,
that's a
it's
Liefeld.
McFarlane.
That's
No, that's it's not. No, the
Come
feet.
on, Liefeld toys.
The feet are too big.
Make his chest pop out.
That's awesome, dude. That's a cool figure. Man.
So now I guess
Yeah.
too, the
My
one-
Hero Academia. I'm gonna have out probably like 4 or 5 episodes in the next video I drop, so that way it'll be a longer
Yeah. video.
Because I think tomorrow night I'm gonna binge watch My Hero Academia, Berserk, and Attack on Titan. So I should have like 4 to 5 episodes out of each one.
Gotcha.
I seen One Punch Man.
I haven't seen that one. I heard about it. I heard he's pretty cool. What's up, man?
His workout.
see-
Yeah, Black Cobra, good.
Two Gun Pedro said
Heck
you
yeah,
should put your
definitely watch
Wizard
it.
magazines into your big box in the magazine size box.
I need to watch Suicide Squad too. Who said that?
Two Gun Pedro.
Oh, put your
Honestly,
wizards
you
in
don't,
the
you don't
mag
need
box.
to watch. You don't
No,
need to
my,
watch
my
this.
wizard short box is full currently. I actually have
Yeah,
I
they
have
fit in the
wizards.
short box.
I've been putting them on my table. I have way too many wizards, and I'm like, why do I have so many wizard magazines? I bet I like it.
I used to read the shit out of that when I was first.
Shazam was good. The movie and
My
the comic.
buddy told me though that people are pissed about the Spawn because they switched out the sword without telling people and put like a, forget what they call it. It's like
It's pretty good.
a mince or something. No, a mace. It's like that kind of like a
The
club.
ball with the spice.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. What is that? What is that? Is
A ball with
that
a
a-
spike.
It's called a
I
mace.
think it's a mace.
That's
Or a
right. Yeah.
ball,
It's called a
mace.
spike ball.
Ball and chain sometimes.
Ball and chain.
Yeah.
No,
That's the wife.
Sword,
that's your wife.
That's the wife.
the sword is way better though.
Shazam
But the
and
mace
Aquaman.
is actually cool.
Ooh, I need to watch Aquaman. I heard Jason Momoa did a pretty good job.
Yo, in anime,
Yeah.
in the anime universe, do they ever cross over? Do you get like My Hero Academia with like, I don't know,
There-
Berserk?
I don't know
Death
in the
Note or
show.
something?
I know there was a game called Jump Force
Yeah.
that
That's what I was
encompassed
gonna
all
say,
the
too.
anime characters to fight each other, which it looks pretty cool. I haven't.
It is pretty cool. I played it for a little bit actually.
Oh wow,
Not
that's-
not long though, but it was actually pretty fun.
it's a cool idea. You
Like-
know, like especially if
Yeah.
you're like a major fan of that. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Joshua, I'm trying
like-
to get him to watch some of those Kevin Smith movies, brother. Yeah, I agree.
Joshua. All right, let me
He's now at the very bottom. It's the most recent.
touch on this real quick. I only watched the Frieza saga and the Cell saga, and then I jumped off around Boo. Let's see. You gotta
Wow.
watch every movie with Jay and Silent Bomb. I watched. What's the one when he's like smoking weed.
Is that the black and white one?
Smoking. Yeah.
Then that's Clerks. That's the original
The
movie.
first Clerks.
Clerks
All right.
one.
And then I know of Mallrats.
That's the second movie.
That's the second one. I haven't seen that. I know of it because I remember my buddy was telling me about it, like when I was like 15. And then there's a third one.
The third one is my favorite. It's called Chasing Amy, and
Okay.
you get Matt and Ben are both in that. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck from your Good Will Hunting
wow.
days.
There's more.
That's
Matt
cool.
Damon has like one scene, but Ben Affleck's the main character.
And then a fourth. I know there was one because they
Well,
were
then
talking about the
they did-
radio.
he started doing sequels, so there's some sequels later on. You get Clerks 2. You get he's working on Mallrats 2. He did
Oh, wow.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but I think his most interesting movie is Dogma, where he did a film all about two angels who fall from heaven and are trying to figure out a loophole to get back into heaven again. And the angels are Ben and Matt.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to see
He's
that.
got the Mo's got the list right down there at the bottom as far as the best ones. But I think honestly, Chasing Amy and Dogma, if you're looking for romantic comedy, drama kind of stuff like Good Will Hunting,
I want to see that Dogma. That sounds
Kevin,
pretty cool.
Kevin
I
Smith
really,
is amazing.
dude, seeing Matt Damon and what was the
Ben
other guy's
Affleck.
name?
Ben
Affleck in that movie, like what great chemistry, and then like what? Oh man, I could talk about that movie for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were actually friends growing up. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, so that's why they have really good.
that's- they
They
chemistry.
grew up in the same hood.
Perry, you know they wrote that movie, right?
They wrote it with because I seen the beginning it had Kevin Smith in it, so I was like, holy shit, Kevin
They
Smith.
produced
is a
it with
producer.
Kevin, but they won the
Yeah.
Oscar that year. They won the Oscar for screenplay for writing.
Yeah,
that movie. And then
they
Robin Williams won the Oscar for supporting actor that year.
That's dope.
And
Yeah.
they were both also nominated for acting, Ben and Matt, for that movie. But what was cool about it was like, yeah, they wrote it based on like their hood, where they grew up and stuff like that. And then it went through several changes. At one point, the whole like second half of the movie was about like the government agencies trying to like capture Matt and like force him to like decode spy stuff. Like it was a
my
very
God.
ET like ending where they had like the government as the bad guy. And then
It's funny because he touches on the movie saying like, "What do you want me to go and be a lab rat?"
right.
You know, that's funny. That's cool.
There's a really famous writer in Hollywood named William Goldman. He wrote Princess Bride
Good
and
Will
a whole
Hunting.
bunch of other stuff. Like Princess Bride, a great movie.
That's the one that was on Disney Channel.
I'm sure probably.
It was. It was.
That's the one
She
they
has
made
like
fun of
she has
when
bushy
they
hair, and then they have to
on
make her hair
Deadpool.
straight. And, like,
No,
she has
you're
to learn to
thinking
be a
Princess
lady.
Diaries. That's the
Oh.
Princess Diaries. Definitely not that.
They did a parody of that for.
This
Once
is
Upon a
Princess
Time.
Bride right here.
That's what they do.
No,
The
no,
parody
Adventure
for.
Tale, the fairy tale one.
Yeah. So, anyways, that writer read their script and was like, "You guys really got to get rid of the whole government thing. Your story's about the psychiatrist. Like, get rid of all this other junk." And he forced them to do the rewrite, and they didn't give him any credit because he's like, "No, I don't care. I've got my Oscars. Like, I don't need your little movie." And then they went on to win all these Oscars for it.
Oh man, what a great movie though! Like there was so much that happened in that movie, and like,
So many intense moments.
Yeah. Oh man, I still think the best part of that movie was the conversation they had at work when he's like, "Dude, I literally wish every day I go to pick you up that you don't answer that goddamn
Affleck.
door.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're sitting on a lottery ticket and you don't have the balls to cash it in." And like that realism coming from someone that was so loyal, like because that's what the Robin Williams was saying, that's why he's with these people because they're so loyal to him. Like, and it shows in the beginning of the movie, he jumps out to punch the guy in the face from kindergarten, and then without missing a beat, boom, 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 all his buddies jump out and they all start throwing down with him. Like that underlining loyalty is like the only thing that kept him, and he pushed everybody else away. And so for someone in his inner circle to be like, "Dude, what are you doing? Like, get the hell out of here. Like, please." And him being able to go out and bring himself up and be able to become successful and get some pretty good money, he could help bring out the full potential in all of his buddies. So I'm like, you don't have to leave them behind.
Like he ain't coming back.
Right? He's going to California. Dude, that was the best part of that. Oh man. I keep saying the best part of the movie. But when he opened the letter, he's like, "Hey, tell him that I'm gonna be missing for a while from that job." And he opened it. I had to go see about a girl. Oh, Oh man, I wish we could have seen them like that. I want to buy the DVD to see if there's like deleted scenes. I want to see them meeting.
There's no deleted scenes. They had almost no money to make that movie. I mean, they
Seriously?
were struggling to make that movie.
It was very
yeah.
like low
They just
budget.
cast all their friends. I mean, like, so Ben Affleck's brother Casey is in it, right? They got Casey, in there,
Casey Affleck, yeah.
he's now a pretty big actor on his own. And then Cole Hauser is like the big friend who's like blonde, the big blonde friend, the one who he apparently I don't know if you remember the scene. They're all at the bar hanging out, and he's just got his head down for the whole scene. He doesn't talk. He's just like hung over and just.
Is that the one that was jerking off into the baseball bat mitten?
No, that's Casey.
Oh,
That's Casey
okay.
Affleck. It's the other one. So
The other one.
apparently they wrote this whole scene where like everybody had lines, and that actor came in and he's like, "I'm just gonna act. My character's gonna be hungover. I'm just gonna put my head down. I'm not gonna say anything."
Which,
And they
I mean,
so they shoot the scene, and Ben's like trying to talk to him. He's like, "You don't know." He's like, "I don't know. I can't talk to that guy." He's like, "Out." But it was hilarious. Like he just put his head down for the whole scene. He's like, "I'm not gonna act. I'm just gonna put my head down."
Cats movie.
Yeah,
What's that
fun.
about? Oh, that's so cool. Look at this thumbnail. It's Luke with Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat.
Mike Myers.
That's pretty
That's hilarious.
Michael Myers. Oh, like the villain.
Mike Myers.
Oh.
The actor. Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. Yeah.
Have you seen?
Yeah, I seen the majority. I am gold. I like
Gold
my,
member?
my neck looks like a vagina. You know, fat bastard. You know, iconic
That's a
quotes.
great Scottish accent you got there.
How's it going, Tapper? Oh man, when's the Doctor Strange coming? It will come tomorrow. If you can't wait till tomorrow and you need to watch it today, it's on my Patreon. You know, so boom. Or you can just wait tomorrow because I tried to like.
Nah, man,
Edit
pay
out
to
the
watch
best-
it tonight.
No, yeah. If you want to, that'd be awesome. If not, you don't have to. Just it'll be out tomorrow.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
Let's see. Doctor Strange is coming tomorrow.
Doctor
Oh yeah.
Strange.
Doctor Strange is coming tomorrow.
So then
By the way,
what's coming up for you then?
what do you mean? Like, what do I
are the-
need to
what are
actually
the-
watch?
What are the next few movies after Doctor Strange?
How's it going, Jeff? The next MCU movie is going to be Guardians 2.
Right.
And then I have a list here, actually.
I thought you said Predator or something.
HBO.
Bro,
Sorry, I didn't mean to
need a-
totally take you off topic.
Yeah.
I thought you were.
No. This is perfect because I'm always bad.
You had
You
texted me.
definitely. I can't wait.
I
I can't wait until you see the Predator.
I was going to
movie.
go with my list because I'm paying for this website. Somebody use it.
HBO Max.
So I watched the first episode of The Wire. I watched The Wire.
Nice.
Which was really good. Like I was like, all right, this is cool because I was like, who's the main protagonist? And I can't figure it out. There's so many different perspectives from so many different people. It's actually really cool. I can't wait to dive into it. So my list, I have 2001: A Space Odyssey,
Oh wow.
The Abyss,
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Alien
The
Resurrection.
Abyss. There you go. Alien Resurrection. Those are.
You're gonna love The Abyss, dude. You'll definitely.
Is
love
it good?
that.
All right, I'll make sure to watch that one next. Time.
Freaking great.
I got Yojimbo because
you know,
Usagi
scary.
Yojimbo, Stan Sakai based him off of this movie. So I wanna watch that. And then John recommended Seven Samurai.
I don't know if you're ready for a black and white foreign language movie at this point. And Seven Samurai is legit like 3.5 hours long.
Is it really?
I don't think you're ready for it. I'm just saying, pace yourself, buddy.
Lord of the
You just
Rings. I'm not
gotta-
gonna watch these yet, but I will. What was that?
Oh, bro, those are so good.
Yep.
So
Oh man,
good.
these are films that you have to focus, that you have to keep up, that you have to just do it like one behind the other.
You
kind
can't
of.
tell me you've never seen Die Hard.
I never seen Die Hard.
What the fuck is wrong with
Oh
you?
nah, man, that's on the list. Yo,
I love like he says it. And it's like no, he really hasn't.
Judge Dredd. And
Die Hard
It's funny
needs to
because
move-
I thought Die Hard. I thought he was bald.
No. Everybody in the chat's going to agree. It doesn't matter.
He is
Move-
bald.
Die Hard needs to
One-
move way up your list right now. I'm
What did he
saying
do
way
for
up.
Bald.
Is it that good?
It's just in like the fourth one. He's
Die
bald.
Hard is
No.
Die Hard is like the greatest action movie of all time. That's just like straight up.
And then I got
yeah, man.
Judge Dredd.
Die Hard, all the films. I love all the Die Hard films, but Die Hard #1 is such a classic.
It's
So
not
good.
ready
it's
for someone
unbelievably
that
good.
right.
Watch John Wick, definitely, bro.
See,
Yeah, John Wick.
Listen to Mo. Listen to Mo. Yes, the first Die Hard, and Mo is saying Die Hard is a must watch.
Well, I mean, Mo knows best. You know.
Mo
Yeah,
is my
man.
man.
Before John Wick, before any film that associates in that kind of genre, you have to watch
See, look,
Die Hard.
There's Eric Cuevas says, move that up the list. There's Die Hard is in my top 5 movies ever.
All right, so I'll go Die Hard.
What
then
was
I'll
in the
go
beginning?
to
What was in the
Abyss.
beginning?
2001 Space Odyssey.
The Abyss. Okay. Space Odyssey. Yeah. Definitely.
Resurrection.
Yeah, you could put it in front of those.
And then I got Judge Dredd because Biggie Shaq sent me a Judge Dredd book, so I kind of want to watch the movie. And then we got
that's
John
a cool
Wick.
one. But
I
yo,
think that's all I've added for HBO so
you
far.
watched the Sylvester Stallone Judge
That's the
Dredd?
one you want. Perry, Die Hard 1 is in the middle there. That's the
This
one
one.
you want. That
Okay.
one, yeah.
So then I go
There's
this
a-
one,
there's
2, and then
another
Vengeance.
Dredd
Yeah.
movie that came out a few years ago.
Which
Did
one?
you watch The Boys?
Lord of
Perry?
the Flies. Did you
Yeah.
read the book? Imagine.
You
Lord of
watched
the
the
Flies.
I didn't read the book, the Lord of the Flies. Or
No,
seen
the
it.
show.
It's actually in my list. It's right there.
The guy who plays Billy Butcher plays Judge Dredd in the movie called Just Dredd. It came out maybe like, I don't know, 8 years ago, 7 years ago or something. That shit's really good though.
And then someone told me Aaliyah
Glass.
was
You're
good.
hopping on Glass. What about the first 2 films?
Where's Glass? I got The Hitcher. I got War of the Worlds. Oh, Glass right here.
Dude, you haven't seen Jaws?
Jaws.
What?
I know of Jaws, but I never seen Jaws. Like I went to Universal Studios
I'm out again.
or Islands of Adventure, and I went on the Jaws ride. Like I know
Holy-
it's a shark and it eats
Bro,
people.
the worst ride I've ever been on, by the way. But it was such a classic ride.
Yo, was it the one with the guy and the driver of the boat starts shooting barrels?
Yeah.
That's the Die
Maybe.
Hard. That's the original Jaws, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the one that
and then that shit pops out at you, bro. You about to get eaten by a shark. I was scared. My grandpa's like, he's like, put your hand in the water, dog. Put your hand in the water.
Nah, I went on that ride when I was a little older. I was already a teenager, so I saw the mechanical shark
No, I was
coming
like,
out on the rail.
I was little, man. He's like, he wouldn't let me. I tried to sit in the middle. He's like, no, you got end. He's
You
like,
get
got
wet too. You get wet in the end. The end
That's what she
scene.
said.
I got wet, but he was trying to get me to put my hand in there and scare the shit out of me because I love Jaws.
Ode
That's it.
Direction. I think Die Hard came out in 1988, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Is
it was
it?
88. And then somebody said, It's Cryptic says the Unbreakable trilogy. I have not seen the final film in that trilogy because I heard it was crappy. Does anyone know about the third film in that trilogy?
Isn't it Glass? Wait, what's Unbreakable?
It's Glass, yeah.
Do they have it here?
Yeah,
Glass is the third.
Glass would be the last film on that. Isn't Unbreakable with
It's
Yeah,
Unbreakable, and then it's
This one?
and then it's the one with what's his name? Professor X. What's his name?
yeah,
Split.
I can't remember. Split. It's called Split.
Split. There you go.
And then that's what revamped them to do Glass because
And that's
Split
where
was-
Glass came out.
Okay,
That's
so
why
I
I was
watched-
asking you, Perry. Did you
So
feel?
I watched
they got so
so I had to
excited,
watch
man.
Unbreakable and then watch Glass.
No,
you gotta
no, no.
watch
Glass is
Unbreakable,
third.
Split, and then Glass.
Bingo. Okay, thank God I did
Split
this.
is really good too.
How do I add
But
it to
that's
my
what
list?
Glass was crappy. Is anybody saying? Otherwise,
I
saw Glass.
I mean,
Glass wasn't crap. I wouldn't say it was crappy.
I wouldn't say it was crappy.
I think
but-
it's as good as Unbreakable. It was good though.
I mean, I loved Split and I loved
Split was
Unbreakable, but I was like, I heard so many bad things about Glass. I was like, I'll just skip it. I'm happy that with those two. I'm just happy with those two.
I can't
worth
skip, man. I wish I could skip. I just can't skip. I need to
I
know.
would just
No
say
matter how
better.
horrible the film is.
Perry,
Unless,
watch,
Suicide Squad 2, but nah, man.
Huh?
watch Candyman and The Dirt.
Oh, I got
Dirt's-
Candyman here. Hold
Yeah,
on. Why
watch.
does it keep
Yo,
showing
even
previews?
Steve Jobs was a good film. I don't know.
Yeah, I
what
gotta
you
watch,
guys
this is my list that I added.
There was
Oh,
something on
okay.
Netflix I was gonna tell you to watch.
Grinch with Jim Carrey? Oh my god.
No, I've seen that. I just wanted to watch that again.
Oh, okay. Jarhead. Oh man, that's one that I used to watch a lot.
So people in the chat are saying that Glass is pretty good. So
Oh, I heard
You
this
didn't
one was really good. Tremors.
You didn't see Tremors with Kevin Bacon?
it's
Yeah,
funny.
that one
It
keeps
is
getting
funny.
mentioned a lot.
Yo,
then
watch the
Benjamin
sequels
Button.
too. They suck.
And the Django.
The
So I watched
Django. Yeah,
those.
Django. Yeah, Django was awesome.
Oh,
Django
The
had
Help. You skipped past The Help. That movie's fucking amazing. Oh my god.
This one right here. Yeah,
Oh
this
my
was on the list. 'Cause
God.
I was looking up like best movies to
Wow.
watch on Netflix.
That movie is freaking
And then
amazing.
Dear John too.
I
that
ended
one
up
came
going
out.
and reading the book, and the book is just as good. It's just incredible.
And then Jarhead. That looks pretty cool.
I can't
Jarhead.
remember. There was something on Netflix I was gonna tell you to check out too.
You know what's funny? I started watching Scooby-Doo last night.
Where are you?
The show.
You ever seen
Some
Dexter?
brand new show or newer show. And I was like, all right.
You was
I'll
like
watch one.
Dexter, I think, Perry.
Hey, I've seen the first couple seasons of Dexter.
You did?
And then I think I just
Oh, I love Dexter. I just saw that too. this year.
What? There was something on Netflix I was gonna tell you to watch, and I couldn't remember.
There's a TV show that's like Dexter. Is it called You? And I watched that.
Oh
I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
called You. And then they're like, "Yo, if you like You, you're gonna like Dexter."
It was
So I went
really
back to Dexter.
Yeah, Dexter's great, but you can just watch the first 4 seasons and then stop watching Dexter. You're good after 4.
I kept watching, and then
It has a good, heavy, dramatic ending, and you're like, I don't know that I need to know what happens next. Like, I'm good.
Hey Perry,
Did
you
you
ever
see
see
that
Pulp Fiction.
Ventura?
So
Don't skip the. I mean,
Ventura.
if you're gonna do Tarantino, I'm saying you got to go in order. Do
Yeah,
all the,
no, I was talking with John before, and I was gonna go here to like start with like one of these movies.
Reservoir Dogs.
So I guess Lovebirds is first.
Well, those are the he didn't
Have you
direct
seen
any of those.
Lovebirds?
He wrote those.
Yeah.
No.
Reservoir
Okay.
Dogs is the first one he wrote.
So I
And
start with
direct-
Reservoir Dogs and
I
True
would start with
Romance.
Reservoir Dogs. Yeah,
No, he didn't do
Okay.
True Romance. He just
He
wrote
wrote it.
that.
he wrote it.
Yeah,
He
he
just-
Dude,
how do I
didn't-
know if he wrote it?
Have you
True
seen
Romance,
Kung
though,
Fu
is good.
movies though?
Kung Fu?
Kung Fu.
I could tell you all the ones. I know every movie Tarantino.
I've seen some. I've seen Ong Bak.
Four
Unbugged.
Rooms. is
Yeah.
very good.
Unbugged with Tony Jaa. That was a good one.
Yeah,
Detective.
bro, come on, yeah.
He
that
also
was fire.
too.
acted in movies. Like,
Dude,
he
I was
was
a fiend growing up watching Kung Fu movies. I was like spiritual Kung Fu with Jackie Chan, even before he became a
I like Jackie
big
There
Chan.
we
star
go,
like that.
detective. But yeah, he was in From Dusk Till Dawn, which is incredible. But he has not like he was just acting in it. I don't think he has anything to do
He
with
wrote.
it.
He wrote the script too.
He wrote that one. Okay, I wasn't sure if he did.
He wrote a bunch and then finally got a chance
Yeah.
to start directing his movies, and that was when he did Reservoir Dogs, which I think is the movie to start with personally. That I just think it's his.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, Karate Kid. Somebody brought that up.
Oh, I seen that.
Pulp
And that's in the
Fiction
new
though
one
is
too.
my favorite. Pulp Fiction is my favorite.
You know, I
Tarantino.
tried to watch Pulp Fiction in like 2012, and like the beginning, it felt a little like I was like, holy shit! Like the first like 10 minutes of the movie, I remember there was like they were in someone like a house, and I was like, holy shit! Like it made my stomach turn. I was like, I don't want to watch this shit. So I turned it. You know, like fuck this.
It's raw, man. It's raw.
Yo, Bearded. He said Beverly Hills Ninja, and that was one of my favorite movies too.
Is the best
He's
the
hilarious.
best kung fu
He
movie.
dropped another joke earlier that had me laughing. He's funny.
That was a hilarious movie. I couldn't tell you. Drunken Masters out there. Oh, Mark.
Oh, with Jackie Chan, right?
So I just wanted to tell you. I just wanted to say because I brought up the Kung Fu movie because it's just a whole new spectrum of films that you should watch and stuff like that. And there's such a development throughout the years and how things have changed and how like it's more of a like more MMA style mixed martial arts now than it was before when it was just like
It's like any genre. It goes through its phases, you know. Like horror goes through all those phases. I think Kung Fu goes through its phases, but it birthed kind of earlier with when you had all the Bruce Lee stuff, you know, and then it kind of went in a whole other direction after that.
Yep.
A whole another direction.
Hey Perry, you like anthology stuff?
Who?
Well, you're not a big horror guy. Like anthology stories.
I guess it,
Like
it
a
would,
say a
depend.
movie, it's got like 3 or 4 different like one-shot stories in one movie.
Yeah, I mean, if it's good, I watch
You
anything.
should watch Creep Show.
Creep Show.
Yeah, Stephen King and George Romero.
So
I
I want
almost
to
had-
jump
I
into that
almost had
Stephen
the
King
picture.
universe.
I know you like Stephen King. I thought so. That's
Yeah.
why.
So I want to jump into it because I want to watch like someone told me The Shining because I
Dude, you're
did
not
read
ready
I
for
read I
Stephen
read the
King.
majority of The Shining. Like I didn't read the whole book, but I read a good amount, and it's like the perfect
Scared the
quarantine
shit
book
out of
to
you.
read. So I figured that would be a good movie to watch since you know we're living in quarantine times.
Yeah. You've seen
I watched The Stand when this shit was going down. I watched The Stand when it first started.
Eminem.
The Stand, the not stand. Yo, I'm out. Again, peace. Again, chat. Yo, I'm out. I stay here quietly. I hear everything, and I'm just like,
You've seen the Shawshank Redemption, right, Perry?
No,
Freaking heck, man.
Morgan
that's the number
Freeman?
one comment
He would like
on
that
the one I dropped today. And Goodwill Hunting, everyone's telling me to watch Shawshank
Shawshank
Yeah,
is
if you
that's
like
Stephen
that
King.
one, you would.
That's a
That's Stephen King?
Yeah.
because he did Pet Cemetery. That's one that I want to watch.
He did a short.
that
He did a book
one.
of short stories, and almost all of them have been turned into really good movies. Like
almost like 99% of them.
yeah, Stand by Me. Stand by Me is a great movie that came from that book. And then Shawshank is probably the best one. And then, but the late, I liked Green Mile as well. That's a little, again, these are,
I have all these books right there in a drawer.
Green Mile, man, will make you tear up.
Yeah, that's
they're not his horror stuff. They're more of his like drama stuff, but they're just amazing.
The Devil is intense.
Something about like when he dips into drama, he really goes all out.
Legit.
I love Rush Hour.
He gets all the horror hype, you know. But
did anybody here see Apt Pupil? That has Magneto from the original X-Men movies in it.
I've seen it back in the day. I can't remember it though.
Because that's from the same short story book. It's about a kid who thinks the old man next door might be like a former Nazi. And to get him to tell him all the stories of what he did back in the day.
Hangover.
Because he's super into it. He like wants to know about it. Super creepy.
I remember the basis of that. I'll have to rewatch that someday.
Don't watch Kung Fu Hustle.
I seen Kung Fu Hustle when I was little, and I don't remember it, but I remember them saying Kung Pao chicken in the movie, and I remember going into a Chinese restaurant with my parents, and I'd seen it on the menu, and I lost my mind.
It's like Kung Pao.
Shit. Yeah, you know, it blew my mind away. I was like, holy shit, like it was real, but I don't remember the movie at all.
You gotta watch Kung Pao if you're gonna watch Kung Fu Hustle. Somebody said Lethal Weapon, and that's one of my favorite. What is it? I can't say sequel. What is it? Series, I guess. Yeah, series of films. I love that. I just finished watching them again like 2 weeks ago. The whole thing, because it was on Netflix. They just put it on Netflix. All four
Enter the
films.
Dragon. So tomorrow, I think it's AWA Studios, the Upshot. They have a live premiere tomorrow on their YouTube channel. They're going to show, I guess, the interior arts. They have a new book called something Wawa, like flow like water, but it's like broken down, so it's not exactly the same, but it's called Enter the Dragon. And it looks like Bruce Lee, but like a Funko Pop version, and there's like water in the background. So it looks like they're releasing some type of Bruce Lee comic book tomorrow, which sounds freaking awesome.
Water can flow or it can crash. I forgot
he said that in an interview. Yeah, you can flow like water, or you can get tense.
You can crash and stuff like that.
I like Bruce Lee. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That's a great film.
That's the movie. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I have it on VHS. Yeah,
I like Bruce Lee. What's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? Oh man, Tales from the Crypt. With the Crypt Keeper. I know of Tales of the Crypt. I don't remember if I actually seen that. That was a TV show though. First Hellraiser is a good horror movie. Oh, that's with Pinhead.
Si, senor.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. That one might be. You're not a horror guy, so that one might be a little.
My son loves Pinhead.
But let's be honest. Part of the fun of Perry's reviews is making.
He's not any guy.
His reaction to the Alien films, his reaction to Thing. These were exciting because he's like, I'm not really comfortable with this shit, but it's getting bad.
Yeah, yeah. When
I
was done, it was cool. I'm still scared of aliens at night.
The kitchen lights on, the living room lights on.
Yo, no lie. I was chilling like 3 days after I watched Alien, and I was in my bed. I was like, fuck. What's that noise?
Well, I love when you're watching The Thing and you go through like, don't shoot that dog, man. That poor dog. And then later you're like, oh, get away from that dog, man. Get away from that dog.
Fuck that dog.
Like, oh, that dog is back again. Shit.
I've seen Fast and Furious 1, 2, and Tokyo Drift.
3.
So yeah, I guess that was the third one.
I think that's about where I stopped. I didn't get past I think 4. I think I might have watched the 4th one, and then I was like, I'm good. I get it.
Yeah, I think I missed a couple after that. I was like, there's
Tony
so many
Jaa
now.
is in one of them. Perry.
From Ungbok.
Where did you see that about the AWA, Perry?
That's so cool. Their YouTube channel.
Oh.
Stand by me.
Stand by me. Oh, that's with in Patterson, New Jersey. No,
Is it?
Stand by me. I don't know where they filmed it.
He's
the one
the
with Morgan
teacher.
Freeman in the school.
He's the teacher.
Dean.
No. That's Stand and Deliver.
No, Lean on Me. Lean on Me.
Yeah.
Well,
Stand by Me has River Phoenix.
Oh yeah. Lean on Me. There you go. Where's Stand by Me again?
That takes place in Patterson, New Jersey, which is like
okay.
I don't want to say the hood because that's because it's not. I mean, it's there's some areas you don't go in Patterson, but more or less, it's like a pretty rough neighborhood. So that's it was like a really cool movie. Seeing that, like I watched, I was like, holy shit! Like here's this guy. He comes to the school and he sees like so much crime in the school. Like they got guns in the damn cafeteria. They got people coming in and out the school like dealing drugs, and then he like puts a stop to it.
He changes
man,
everything. He
changes
was the
everything,
change,
dude.
which was awesome.
It
Morgan
was so
Freeman.
cool. It really was, man. What a great movie. I kind of want to rewatch that. Let's see. I'm a big risk on putting most of my money towards making a movie because it might not make any money and it might suck and everyone can hate it.
Yo, you know what? Honestly, I want to make my own movie.
Yeah,
I want to make
me
a
too.
horror film.
That would be awesome.
I need
I've
actors.
always
Anybody
thought
willing
too.
to act in my movie?
You need actors. I'm good with directing, dude. I've been learning that shit for years. Come visit me and we can do a live video. Shawshank Prison.
What? You just started watching movies.
Oh, I watch a lot of shorts.
Yeah,
Like,
have you edit it. We'll have you edit it for sure.
No, like filming. I'm all about filming, dude. Don't get me started on. I build my own slides, dude. You know. Let's see. We're literally going to see Perry's surprise face on a video post for the next 5 years. What do you mean? I didn't even do a surprise face for Goodwill Hunting. I tried to like not be so surprised. So I just did a regular look, like
It was
a
Perry's
neutral
sad
look.
face. It was.
It was like a
Hey.
neutral. I was gonna go all out and be like, I'm to like animate tears, but I was like, I don't want to like.
If the
'cause
tears
I'm not.
come, they come. Then the filmmakers did a good
Just
job.
know, Perry, what I'm saying in my head. If you do tear,
I really
Hey,
know.
I gotta take my dog for a walk. I'll be back, my guys. If you hopefully you're still on, I won't be that long, so
right.
I'll be back.
We'll be here. I never saw it, but I wanted to. Let's see. Watch Big Stan.
with
Big
Bob
Stan.
Schneider.
Oh, Rob Schneider. Cut her fucking head off. Right?
I prefer Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, personally.
Oh, I seen that one too. That was good.
I prefer Waterboy.
Oh, I love Dude, Where's My Car? Oh yeah,
Waterboy.
dude.
Dude,
Waterboy is
Where's
great,
My
dude.
Car?
Water sucks. It really sucks. The Maguba I'm Legata. My mama said.
No, you're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
He tackled the shit out of him. Oh man, what a great movie. TK, you're too old for this shit.
Be water, my friend.
What's up, JoJo? Let's see. Frequency.
Frequency.
I was trying to sound it out, man. I don't know, too much ground.
That's a good time travel movie.
Ooh.
You don't know what? Transporter was a good movie, John.
Right. Oh, the
Underrated,
guy,
right?
the bald guy,
Kind of
right?
Underrated. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I've seen one of those.
Jason Statham.
He drives a car.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's some sweet fight
Bruce
scenes.
Leroy,
Right?
though. I don't think
The
so.
I
one
like
in
the whole
oil
concept.
slick,
Yep.
I fucking love the one in the oil slick. So badass.
Please tell me everyone has seen Bruce Lee with lightsaber nunchucks from Enter the Dragon. I have not.
No, but I'm going right now.
That sounds awesome.
Is that a
I
thing?
seen him play ping
Screen
pong.
share.
With
John's,
nunchucks.
John's screen share. Every movie Perry says, "Oh shit," at least once. Oh man, it's very true.
Oh,
Let's
good
see.
fellas. Let's not get started.
Oh, I want to see
One of my
those,
favorites,
like
too.
The Godfather and all those movies like that, like the Costa Nostra movies.
Would you be interested in watching the entire Rambo series? I mean, yeah. I mean, I would do it again. But I mean, he stood quiet the first film. I don't think he had any dialogue. I don't remember. Pretty sure. Are we good? Am I frozen? Hello? Am I still here? Oh.
So this is
Am I sharing? I don't know what I'm doing. Am I sharing?
Duel of
Okay.
Fates.
Yeah. This might be it. I don't know if this is it. I'll go full screen on this.
So I saw this image and thought, how cool would it be?
Man, that's you, Perry?
Yeah.
I've been hitting the gym, man.
Quarantine pod.
Look at your
Oh,
boy.
that's so funny, John. I literally went with my mouse on the screen to click the X.
I could flip
Holy
like
shit!
that.
Wouldn't the lightsaber cut that?
It did.
Wait, so what does the oh shit? It really did. What does the lightsaber do?
Incinerate?
What the fuck is wrong with you? You've seen a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, so he hit Obi-Wan with the
Oh,
lightsaber,
right
and he
at him. What a
he
bastard.
disappears.
Oh, wait.
Holy shit.
I know what he's talking about, John. I know what he's talking about. He's talking
Hold
about
on.
when
I gotta pause.
he
this.
got struck down.
Bruce Lee had nunchucks on him the whole time, but he didn't pull them out.
He didn't need to.
He was fighting.
He grabbed a piece of wood off the wall, ripped it off, and he had a weapon the whole time.
You saw the camera shot too?
The
The camera shot shows him jumping up the ground. Jumping like 10 feet in the air. Hey, man, we can't disrespect films like
You
this.
threw a bowl of rice at him, and he had nunchucks in his back pocket.
He's like, "Oh shit, I'm strapped up."
But I know what you mean, Perry. I know, I understand your question now, because what you saw with Obi-Wan Kenobi, what it did.
Oh my
Darth
God.
Vader made him teleport.
You see?
Shit, dude.
See, John? That's why.
Yo,
I know.
he could totally kick all the Jedi's ass.
Bruce Lee is a
Look at
badass, brother. He's awesome.
Bruce Lee was the
really
man.
Hashtag gone too soon.
Hashtag his son was the man too. Brandon Lee.
Voiceovers.
Also gone too soon.
Oh yeah, that was a sad movie.
Look at your boy. It looks cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
It does look really cool.
What? Ah, damn.
Shit, I don't understand.
Oh.
You're gonna fight with your fists, bitch?
Yeah, I'm about to do the whole sound effect right
Why?
now.
Why?
Don't forget.
Why did he throw the nunchucks down?
Somebody said
Wait.
the other-
Why did he? Why would he do that?
Is it this
Dun,
one?
dun. These
this
are spoilers, by the way, Perry. This is what happened in the Star Wars films.
I love
I'm about
the
to watch.
noises.
Oh man,
I know, right?
I need the
yo, how does he get so ripped like that?
exercise.
What is
Does
this
it work out?
exercise you speak of?
There it is. There's the blade.
Oh shit!
Yeah, look at that.
I'm gonna get your ass.
Oh damn, this is
Oh.
crazy. He's
Yeah,
about
you're
to kill
gonna go
everybody.
You're gonna go down. Oh, you're gonna go down.
Isn't that the same weapon Donatello uses?
They're gonna have two of them. Oh, look at the walk.
Now he's a Leonardo.
Uses a staff.
Is
Light it
it
up.
a staff?
It went from a staff, so he was actually he was like Tim Drake, and then he just went into.
I love how they're so nice to go one at a
crazy.
time.
They want to see who can do it. What are the different colors of lightsabers mean?
Oh, that's another thing you gotta.
You
Like,
gotta-
why are they different colors?
they
you pick
explain it, but I don't think they explain it very well.
Not in the films.
Well, there's a
None.
big part of that Rogue One that's all about it.
Yeah,
All right, so I guess I'll get to it then. All right.
you gotta get to it. But
Has to do with-
even with watching those films, you're still not gonna understand the whole.
It's basically just something to do with the crystal they use inside of it.
Oh, it
which
has
gives it
crystals.
the color.
Oh, the
Which
hybrid
gives it the
crystal.
color.
I don't know if there's another good one here. There's people doing reaction videos. We could do a reaction to their reactions.
No, John, I'm gonna cut this out and then upload it as a new video.
All right, sorry.
We just did a triple reaction. The movie squad reacts to Bruce Lee using lightsabers.
Bruce Lee with lightsabers. Hell yeah.
The boss, man. He's the boss.
Ooh, Rambo. I like Rambo. I might. Let's see.
Far behind, maybe.
Did you see Mark the Cuddy Sarky is hilarious? He's like every Perry reaction video has him say "holy shit" a few times.
That's what I do when I watch movies. Like I'm like, oh shit! Like, what else do you say? You know?
Well, it depends. Are my kids watching with me? I say other things.
Oh, snappers.
Dang, gee golly willikers!
I've seen the Joker in theaters. That was pretty good.
How white can my responses get? By golly!
H2O.
Oh man, Halloween H2O.
When is Perry going to start Star Trek?
Well, I gotta finish
Oh,
Star
man.
Wars.
Dude, I'm
'Cause
saying
we gotta finish the war before we get into the Trek.
Yeah.
But I do know I did read Picard issue #1, which Scarpad. I don't know where the hell Scarpad is, but I'm gonna watch Picard Scarpad. I know he doesn't want me to. He's highly against
have
it.
you watched the old Star Trek? Like
No.
any of them?
You've never seen
Next
any
Generation?
Star Trek where you're
I
gonna
want to
start
watch the movie that came
Enterprise.
out
Like, which
with
one?
the guy from Heroes. The villain is in the movie.
You
You
can't
know what I'm talking
watch
about?
the film show,
Have you
dude.
seen Heroes?
Yes, I've seen Heroes.
We gotta do a rewatch of Heroes.
I've got the DVDs somewhere.
Hiro Nakamoto.
Hiro.
Hiro.
Yeah,
did
I
it.
feel like you kind of need to start with the early Star Trek stuff, but that's just me.
But those are
Star Trek is pretty boring in my opinion.
those genres you have to really focus on though.
Yeah,
you would
you
have
gotta
to, because
do
you
that.
can get lost. You can forget so much because there's so many things going on.
It's a
That's
good
why I
binge.
said that about Lord of the Rings.
I don't think
stuff
Perry
like
would
that.
like it nearly as much as he's liking some of these other things. That's why I've never mentioned it up to now. I was just curious.
Nah, probably not. He's probably gonna get bored as hell off of it.
I would like to
It's
see.
like a certain-
Conan. Conan's on my list because that's an Amazon
Ooh,
movie.
that'd
I
be
could watch.
fun. Yeah, some Arnold. Yeah, get a whole like Arnold.
You know,
Yo,
the one
get
from
Arnold,
2011.
Get the Predator. What else we got? Demolition Man.
Terminator.
Oh no,
You haven't seen
Demolition Man
Terminator?
with Sylvester Stallone.
I've seen the Terminator, the one with the coffin, and he's
That's
walking
the-
out the.
That's
Fourth
Terminator
one?
3, Rise of the Machines.
fourth,
That's like
yeah.
one of the worst ones.
And then Universal Studios, when you're in there and Skynet's taking over, and then all the Terminators come up.
It's
out of the
cool
ground.
though, right?
Isn't that cool? It's so
So
cool.
you went and spoiled it in Universal Studios before you saw the film. I'm out. One more time, I'm out.
So you've never seen the first or second one?
I've seen the one with the coffin. I don't know which one that is.
Dude,
and then I
you're
watched
missing
it.
the best-
The,
you're missing
the
the best
TV
one.
show. The TV show with I
So-
think it was the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
You're a huge Titanic fan, right?
I wouldn't say huge. I mean, I've
You
seen it a
said you
couple
watched
times.
You're a humongous Titanic.
You're crazy.
Like when you say that, John, you make me sound like a bitch. Like on so many levels. You're like, hey, you love the Titanic, right?
I'm not.
Hey, you enjoy the Notebook. The
You're
Notebook.
doing a perfectly good job of doing that all on your own.
That's true.
I'm saying James Cameron wrote and directed that, right? It's like one of his big movies. He's done some huge movies. He did Aliens, which you really enjoyed.
Second, yeah.
He did Terminator 1 and 2. He did Avatar. Did you see that movie, Avatar?
The
with
Blue Boys? No, I didn't. I seen that last Airbender.
He did The Abyss, which is on your list. The Abyss.
I remember. Let's not forget when Avatar came out, by the way. And then when you watch it, it's gonna be like watching a movie right now, like that it came out like during
I'm
this
just
time.
saying,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he legit has a bunch of all-time great movies that you should watch. You could do a James Cameron, just ride it out. It's great.
It's like, how does he break it up, John? Like that's what I've been thinking this whole time. Like, yo, you could break it up into directors, you could break it up into genres, you could break it up into sequels, trilogies, everything. Like, there's so many things you can do. I don't know where you would begin.
It's like a shotgun at this point. It's spread out, but I kind of like it like that because that's how I like to be
That's
organized.
what she said.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Because like look, I took a break from Aliens because I'm like, all right, I don't want to like get so much alien content in me that I hate it, you know. So I'm like, I want to at least pace myself a little bit. I don't want to get overwhelmed.
But the thing is, you don't
aliens.
want to forget. And the best thing that you're doing now is that you're actually binge watching it. So for me, like I watched Alien like when I was younger, obviously. And then I had to rewatch it like 2 more times to actually understand. And then I seen Aliens the second. Like it was all in different timing. So I think the way you're doing it, the binge watching and actually understanding and going through each film, and at this age that you're in right now, it's like I could just imagine so much you can catch from it.
All right,
You know,
I'm gonna Jeff Schultz. You're my man. I like this Jeff Schultz guy in the chat there.
He's a Titanic fan.
No, down below he says Avatar is Dances with Wolves in space. Prove me wrong. That's a fact, brother. That's a fact.
What's
And
up,
so-
TJ?
And if you want Dances with Wolves in Japan, go watch your Last Samurai. It's the same story there too.
Avatar.
Dances with Pandas.
What does the fox say?
So that's my man.
Because he said dancing with wolves. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
never
Was a
seen
wolf dancing?
Oh, man.
No, what is that? That's a movie. That sounds like a dance.
It's based on a book about a guy who's a soldier in the Civil War.
Will
and
do.
He goes out to be on the frontier with the Native Americans, and he starts to connect with the culture of the Native Americans rather than his life as a soldier.
Do you guys
Cowboys
know
and
the Freak
aliens.
Brothers comics? John, do you?
Aliens, oh shit.
John, do you know Freak Brothers?
Freak Brothers.
you guys know Freak Brothers. I never seen that film. That
I'm
sounds
not sure.
that doesn't sound in my ballpark. you
It's
know?
comics with the super chat.
You never watch a movie, just be okay with that. Skits with check out skits on Indiegogo just launch. Yeah, I'm all for supporting people who anyone who does a Kickstarter or Indiegogo to make a comic book is freaking. You got my, even if I don't like the art or if I don't like the book, you got my vote. The fact that you're willing to
Yes.
go out and try something and build something, that's freaking awesome. And
John,
if you
we
ever want to
got
come
to-
on, if you ever want to come on the morning show and get interviewed for your Kickstarter, let me know.
Yeah, that would definitely be exciting.
What'd you say, TK?
5 o'clock in the morning though, so be ready.
What'd you say, TK? What do you need to do?
Oh, I said we need to start our comic. You got the story because I feel like you can be creative in that, and I feel like
John's
I'm a
the
great
editor.
artist.
You're
John's the
draw?
editor.
Okay,
I'm a great artist,
I can't draw for shit, so we're good.
dude. Trust me, my stick figures, they're on point.
I guarantee we could totally find an artist. Totally. What's White Whale doing?
Dude, who's better to create a comic book storyline than comic book lovers? People that have been in the game for so long. I mean, and then you got the creative people that just born creative and have this imagination.
I feel like not comic book readers.
Probably not because they're more biased. You think
Every
it'd be
time,
biased then?
yeah, every time I talk to like an artist or even a writer, they don't read comic books. Every interview I watch, they're like, "Yeah, I go to the comic book shop every now and then and try to do research," but they don't fucking read comic books. I don't understand that.
Isn't it a little bit like the gynecologist who's like, "Hey, honey, I really don't need to see that tonight." Like, isn't it one of those things where you're just like, "I work at a bar.
I think
don't
so.
want to drink.
Yeah,
Like, I'm good. Like I see this shit all day. I don't need it."
yeah, I think maybe that's what it is.
If you go to talk to them, I bet they'd all be willing to tell you the stories that got them into comics, the ones they read before they started writing comics. But once they start writing comics, they're like, I don't want to. I know how it's like. I've been in the kitchen. I've seen how they make this dish. I don't want to eat it.
It was.
And I think it would also influence your writing or art style, right? Like consuming something that you really like and then slowly start mimicking it, and then you kind of lose your own originality at that point.
There was a cat and dog stuck together.
Martha Cuddy Sark says, "I teach, but I don't learn."
Freaking TK. TK just watched old Nickelodeon cartoons. Oh, what are your thoughts on Josie and the Pussycats and Harold and Kumar go to White? I've seen Harold and Kumar go to White Castle because I enjoy White Castles.
Because you enjoy weed.
What do you mean? Oh my god! I'm not. This is my name, TK. Come on, man.
What? I get tested.
What do you mean? I don't smoke no weed. I don't smoke no weed. What are you talking about?
I am a law-abiding
I don't
citizen.
smoke the greens. I love that film, by the way. You gotta watch that. Law Binding
I'm in
Citizen.
California. I can't even get a ticket for that shit anymore.
That's I'm gonna go.
know what
I'm
you're
teaching your
doing,
kids,
John.
by the way.
People can bitch about California all they want, but hey,
You need
Ooh,
to
hey, I'm an artist.
know
There we go.
someone.
Hey, 6'9". Hey, he's an artist. Hey, maybe we all need to link up. Make a comic book happen.
Oh God.
Let's see. I teach, but I don't learn. Let's see. The Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers Underground comic, super old. My dad showed me it. He always raves about it when I talk to him about Marvel and DC. That's dope, man. That's awesome.
I finally got around to reading that. God, was it David Pepos, who's on a bunch of channels promoting his different books that he's been writing on his own, and not necessarily self-publishing, but indie publishing. And I read the one Lock and
Key?
Spencer and Locke. It was about like a detective solving crimes with his imaginary best friend. It was very funny.
You've seen Lock and Key?
I've read the first 2 trades, but I never watched the show.
I've seen it.
And he gets on me about movies. And he hasn't watched.
It's a TV show, though. It's a TV show.
Yeah, TV schmo. Watch Lock and Key, John. John, you have Netflix?
Yeah.
Lock and Key.
Currently, I pretty much have all the streaming services. Once I cut the cable, I was like, let's spend this money, bitch.
I'm right up there with you.
Well, my cable bill was stupid expensive. And I was like, okay, let's cut this and let's see where we can go with this.
Mine was like 180. I was like,
It was,
screw
yeah,
this.
mine was about that. It was bad.
Now I pay 50 for internet, and then the other 50 I have in different services. So I'm like, well, I save $80,
Right.
And I already have more than I could ever watch. So I'm good to go.
I think I'm still probably under what I was paying for cable, and now I've got like Hulu and HBO and Netflix. I'm always gonna have
For
Amazon.
now, though.
The way it goes.
Give it another 2 more months, and then everything else is gonna come out with its own separate streaming service.
That's the worst thing ever, dude. Like DC Universe, they had so many good shows, and they just they fumbled it so bad.
Thank you, Rory. That's a very high compliment, brother. I appreciate the compliment.
To me, was
Was it to me, right?
Rory says,
Thank you, Rory.
you all really know your movies, though. Not a lot of people I know that know as much as I do. You guys really know more than me, so that's saying a lot.
All right.
Yeah, man. I grew up with films, but I'm a big horror film guy. Like I love horror films, so that's where I stick to. But I do watch the occasion like action films and the kung fu films, and actually I watch everything, I guess.
No, that's what Cuddy Sark was saying earlier. But I mean, so I grew up with old movies. My dad always showed me the old black and white stuff, the westerns and stuff. And then I found horror when I was in the 80s. I was watching Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th and Hellraiser and all that shit. And then I worked in a video store, so I was watching everything in the video store back in the day. And then so I mean, I went through phases. I watched everything.
Bearded, I'm a young adult, so yes, it's an adapted to a young adult TV show. It is a good show. TK, have you seen Lock and Key?
Yeah, I like it. I never read the books though.
The comic is pretty gruesome. The show is not gruesome. The show is very tame, but it's very entertaining. It's really good. I enjoyed it. I guess I'm not as hardcore as Bearded.
John, I just saw I have a Daredevil from Michael Bendis, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, Bendis.
I have a trade paperback there. I didn't realize.
Is it the first volume? Is it the first few stories?
I think so. I'm not too sure. Yeah, let me go there. Hold on.
If it's the one I got, it's the one I sent to Rod. It's a great read. What? I think I got it in here.
Ooh, tricked you into watching Nightmare on Elm Street. That's crazy.
Johnny Depp, man. That's what Jeff Schultz was saying. Johnny Depp's first movie.
My older brother tricked me into opening the shower on someone.
That's awkward.
It was super weird. He was like, "Do it, man, do it. It'll be so funny."
I hope it's this one because this epic trade is an amazing Daredevil read. I'm trying to get Rod to do a show with me on it. Sorry. This is the Bendis.
You have to read it. You have to read it to Rod.
It's freaking huge. Hey, don't be burning on him. He loves his Daredevil, but he's never read the best Daredevil story.
Oh,
hoping to win him over. Was it this one?
No, it's 5, volume 5. I don't know why I picked it up.
This is the one I ended up getting for Rod. So he gets out.
Oh, I have the singles to that. I have that entire run. David Mack did the covers.
Yeah, the newspaper finds out that that Matt Murdock is Daredevil, and they publish it. Yeah,
damn,
it's a great storyline. Great storyline.
I wanted to read Zdarsky's.
It's in these. There are 3 of these giant volumes that cover all of Bendis.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely pick them up.
And they're cheap. I got a set for Rod off eBay, and it was like super cheap. You can find them. They're floating around. It's just the ultimate collections.
I haven't seen Riverdale, but I've seen Secret Life of the American Teenager, which is pretty good. And then
Somebody just put me on Riverdale.
And then I also watched Pretty Little Liars a little bit. That was pretty good. Have you ever checked out HBO? Yeah, so we were showing a little bit of HBO Max before, so I did purchase it, the monthly subscription. So hopefully I get a good amount of movies off of that. You know what I realized? I have a bunch of streaming services, and for like the last 10 movies, I rented them all off YouTube. And then I was like, you know what? I already have these. Why am I renting them?
Got him.
The video nasties. Ooh. I love movies. I'm a random film guy, but I'm an MCU lover. But who's not? Yeah, the MCU movies have been great, dude. I've been enjoying almost all of them.
Yeah, you can't not be a fan. I don't know if you can be not a fan of the MCU.
Isn't there like people talking about like I remember hearing people said that Jane Foster talked shit about the movies, and then some famous director talked about the movies saying that they're not really movies.
Thor, Jane Foster.
Yeah, so basically, Jane Foster, the actress who plays Jane Foster, was very frustrated with the second film. They put
Natalie Portman, right?
She wasn't in it.
She's in it. She's the one that gets infected by the.
Yeah. Who wasn't in it?
I don't know. Her friend Darcy or whatever has a small part.
Oh
yeah, Darcy,
her boyfriend.
But so she was really frustrated. I think she wanted a female director to direct it. They fired the female director. They brought in this guy from Game of Thrones, and the movie was kind of a disaster, in my opinion. The director you're talking about, Scorsese, made a comment about Marvel movies not being cinema, And it got taken pretty much out of context, but his point was that those movies are popcorn and they're not art, and that he was talking about art, film versus a movie, basically, was what he was trying to say. And it was Martin Scorsese, yeah. The guy who did
kind of a fair point.
He had a fair point. I think it was taken out of context, and I don't think he meant it the way people took it, but it didn't come across very well.
Because like when I'm watching these movies, it's completely different than when I'm watching like Good Will Hunting or The Thing.
Yeah.
Like they feel more like, I guess how you would say, like cinema.
Yeah.
You know? I guess.
Well, and he was promoting Joker as being cinema, because he was saying how it was a reflection on the kinds of movies he made when his career was first starting, and how they had Robert De Niro in this key role, and he was commenting on this stuff and kind of saying that the Marvel movies weren't the same kind of thing.
Yeah, a lot of people hated on them.
Yeah,
that's what it was. A lot of people hated on them because of the simple fact that I don't want to say there's no creativity, I guess, in the acting part. Like you can't be like, yeah, Captain America is a really good actor, Chris Evans in that. I guess that's what they try to say. It was like you need like a film, like one of those films that, you know, actors actually, you know, go into. But I don't know. I see like Tony Stark, who played Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I thought he was an amazing actor, and he played the perfect role.
Dope.
So
he's been dope. I've been enjoying him.
It's whatever. I enjoy it.
7 Elm Street. Also, there's 7 Elm Street movies. Holy shit!
Yeah, man.
Oh, there's a ton. There's a ton.
Hell yeah! Got that box set too. That
damn. You like that box, huh?
That box set.
Oh man. Watch The Punishers. I've seen the first Punisher with the
actor from like the
he pulls out a knife and he's like, you don't ever bring a knife to a gunfight, and then he pulls the trigger and then the blade shoots out of the knife and kills him. No, he's in the car.
I was helping Mark
and then he goes like this, and like a whole armor plate goes over the window.
Oh yeah, in the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Kevin Nash was actually in that film too. He's the big guy.
Is that related to Johnny Cash?
No.
Yo, I'm out.
I like Johnny Cash.
Nash.
I heard. Well, I know one Johnny Cash. I know three Johnny Cash songs. That's about it. Watch The Punishers. Let's see. Riverdale and Secret Life are so different.
What was his
trying?
Name? What it? Thomas something.
Thomas Wayne?
No.
Bendis Daredevil Omnibus was a big whale for a while. Dude, I want to buy an omnibus. I don't know why. I've been watching a lot of Jem Mint's videos.
Came out of nowhere.
No, because he dropped a video today where he's like showing his room, and then he this guy goes, let's look at the indie section. I'm like, damn. I don't think I could, like, number one, I don't think I could afford something like this. But it looks so fucking cool. Oh man, Scorsese. There we go. Yeah, that was that guy's name.
That was his name. Thomas Jane.
Johnny Mad Dog. Google trailer. Ooh. Let's see. Amusement parks.
Major League Baseball with Charlie
I should watch
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen movies. I like Charlie Sheen.
I love Charlie Sheen.
Well, and now you would understand Hot Shots, which is his movie making fun of Top Gun.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
He made a movie
that makes perfect
burning,
sense then.
Yeah, it's like Young Frankenstein making fun of Frankenstein. He did his version making fun of Top Gun. And it's fucking hilarious.
Scorsese dollar who posted it. Oh damn. I say fuck you, Jabudu.
That's from Major League with Martin Sheen or Charlie Sheen. Sorry.
First Punisher is Dolph. Second Punisher is Thomas Jane.
Yeah. Well, if you go back into what was it, 70s, 80s?
80s,
I think it was that Dolph actually plays him. Dolph something.
Yeah. Dolph.
But
that's his name.
sadly,
no, his name. He's the guy from Rambo. I mean, from.
I'm sorry to say, all those movies suck. I'd rather watch Rambo #1 than any of those shitty Punisher movies.
What with John Travolta? What?
Hard pass.
I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Hard pass. Those movies.
I liked only the first one. I didn't like Warzone. What is it called? Warzone.
That's fair.
Warzone was the newest one, right? Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
No.
Even though Warzone was more graphic and crazy and shooting.
It was. I wish they'd been that graphic in the Thomas Jane.
That's exactly what
the Thomas Jane one was so shitty written. Like, why do I need these stupid neighbors? Why do I care about these random people that he's living with? Like, it's just stupid. Although I did love the fight in his
role playing.
That was freaking badass.
In his apartment with Kevin Nash.
Yeah. Yeah. And he pulls the pistol out, and then the guy bends it. He like bends the.
Yeah, man. His whole family is wiped out on the beach.
I think the Punishers are hard. It's hard to adapt because the Punisher is a real one-note character. He's just like I've got this pain in my heart, and I'm just gonna kill him.
All the Punisher does is let's go shoot up some more gangsters.
Right? There's no character growth to the Punisher. He doesn't learn any lessons. He's just gonna keep fucking people up. That's it. That's Punisher.
How can we make the Punisher better? Let's infuse him with Ghost Rider.
It's about putting him in an interesting story. If you told like a Punisher story where it's like Die Hard, where Frank Castle just gets stuck in a building, and you don't do an origin fucking story, you just do Frank Castle gets stuck in a building with some terrorists and fucks him up, you'd be like, that's a badass movie. But you do like a story where you do his origin, and then he's got like some villain that he's going after. Like, screw all that. Like, that's not a good Punisher story. I don't need that.
Did you see the show?
I did. I liked the show. It was all right.
The show was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
It was all right.
Let's see. Have you seen 13 Reasons Why? I actually have. I watched the first and I think second. Maybe there's a third season.
That's with the tape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tapes behind.
Yeah. It went with the tapes over the girl who.
I didn't finish it. I think
amazing.
Yeah. It was pretty dope.
And I've read the book too, and the book is just as incredible. And a lot of the proceeds from both of those things go to like suicide prevention and stuff. It's really cool.
Did you like? Are you fully caught up on it?
Yeah.
Oh, TK, have you watched it?
No. But yeah,
I'm trying to remember who.
You was about to spoil it?
Yeah, no, because I was gonna say like I think I stayed up to like 5 a.m, finishing like the last couple episodes. Just binge watched the whole. It was really good.
Yeah.
It was. Are they coming back for another season?
Well, they're way past the book. Like,
they're way past the book. Yeah.
So they're writing their own story. I don't think there's anything holding them back, but I don't know if the stories have gotten worse, in my opinion. It's just kind of gotten less.
I've been enjoying it. This trapped me in.
I'm watching
Money
Heist.
Yeah. What are you watching, TK?
Money Heist. It's good.
I don't know.
You said Money Heist. Yeah, so it's okay.
It's good. My girl, she loves it. It's like but I feel like she falls in love with every TV show that comes out on Netflix. Like the top 10, like next to show. Because before that was Ozark, and Ozark was amazing.
I want to watch. I think I'm going to react to Ozark. I'm going to do Ozark.
Ozark is such a great show.
Bearded Comic Bro slays me, man. Perry hasn't seen any movies, but has seen every young adult TV show on Netflix and CW.
I guess that's what I spend my time watching whenever I have TV time.
Oh my God, so good. Oh, Chinatown, Mark the Cuddy Sark. I wonder who's told Perry to watch that. I don't know if anybody I know has mentioned.
Is that Big Trouble?
I don't know if anybody's mentioned Chinatown to Perry.
I've already seen Big Trouble Little Chinatown.
That's not what we're talking about. By the way, that's Kurt Russell. Big Trouble in Little China.
Kurt Russell.
That's
yeah,
Kurt Russell.
you.
Yeah, it's pretty. It gets emotional on that show. Because I guess.
Did he even hear us, TK? He just washed.
Yeah. No. I'm listening.
So like, you earlier in the show.
Kurt Russell, Chinatown. Right? No. You told me to watch that.
No. Earlier in the show, you're like, "Oh, that guy in the thing. What have I seen him in?" And then you just said, "Oh, I liked Big Trouble in Little China." That's Kurt Russell, dude. He's the main guy in that.
Holy shit! That's the guy from the movie.
Yes.
Well, if I have to leave one more time for the 13th time, I swear.
Oh shit! Wow,
that's
where I know him from.
Came back around on you, buddy. It just came back around.
Wow.
Chinatown is a different movie with Jack Nicholson, and it's great.
Whiskey's kicking in. You gotta watch Chinatown, Lawrence of Arabia, and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Hey, Mark the Cuddy Sark, we tried Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's hopeless on this, dude. I legit did a show with Bueller.
Indiana Jones.
Yes, Bueller and Perry and we made Perry watch Raiders of the Lost Ark, and all Perry could do is shit on the special effects.
Wow,
it sucks.
That was my hero. That's something.
Everybody, if you want to, you can unsubscribe to
No.
Perry now and subscribe to my channel because I'm telling you right now, that's the guy. That's his. That's what he's. I don't know.
I guess I had to sit down with like a fresh mindset and really watch the movie.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it the show.
Da.
I'm gonna be watching this and halfway into it, I'm gonna be like, "Hey John, no one's gonna know what I'm saying." I'm gonna be like, "Hey John, still sucks."
There you go.
You watched the I seen the 100. That's actually really cool. I seen the 100. Have you guys seen the 100?
I haven't. No.
Okay. Well, there was it was like not a main character. All right, so the Earth goes into like a nuclear winter or something like that. It's really toxic outside. So they rescue a bunch of people and put them on a space station or multiple space stations, and whoever goes to like jail on there once they turn 18, they kill them or something like that. It's been years since I've seen the origin of the show, but after a while they believe that Earth is now inhabitable again. So they take all the prisoners, and instead of killing them, they send all these kids to Earth. And then they're able to like discover that there's still people that have been living here the whole time. And then discover that an AI is responsible for this nuclear winter. And like this whole crazy shit goes down. But there was one character there that they killed him off. And I was really upset. So I stopped watching the show. That's right. I regret that.
Huh.
I think I heard that too. I think you're not the only one that stopped watching that show because of that.
Because I really liked this character, like his dynamic with the girl. I was like, oh shit, they're like yin and yang, it's perfect, and they just fucked it up. And then he was even pissed off about it. He went out publicly speaking about the show and like talking shit about it. And I remember being on his side at that time, so I stopped watching for that reason.
Wow.
I can't remember why though.
Well, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. The 100 is another young adult show at the CW, John. Don't let Perry class it up.
Right.
It's been 2 hours not trying to spoil anything for Perry.
You can't talk pop culture on his channel without spoiling something. That's why he's not allowed on the TK and Mo show.
One day I'll come back on the TK and Mo show.
Oh,
Let's see.
So Perry, you said you watched the first episode of The Wire, and there's a show coming on it. Are you going to watch? Are you going to go episode by episode, or because I feel like The Wire, you could break it, you could do chunks almost, but maybe that's just me.
What I'm doing for the TV, because like I didn't know how to come about the TV shows.
Yeah.
Like even with like the anime stuff, like I'm not certain how I want to do it, so I wanted to make sure I at least watch the pilot shows.
Right.
And then I'll sit down and like maybe like binge watch 3 episodes. Binge watch another day like 4 episodes, and then once the first season's done for each show, I'm gonna chop them up and make like an hour-long video with all of them.
That's
and
cool.
then just throw like the full like 20 hours on to Patreon if anybody wants to sit down and binge watch a whole season. So I think that's like the best way, because who the hell wants to sit down and watch 20 reactions to a whole series? That seems a little much, you know.
But it's a fun. So like Stay Puff and I we're putting together this sort of epic 5-hour discussion on The Wire.
No,
and
you said Lost.
I almost did. And so I'm watching the final season for the like 4th time or 5th time now, and he's watched it probably more times than I. And but it's a show that's really hard to do like you're doing it. I mean, the first episode, yeah, but like the show is so slow.
You're telling me it drags.
Well, it just things are connecting across an entire season. A single episode doesn't have as much juice as the entire season does when you look at the whole thing and what they're really doing. So we're not even doing season breakdowns when we're doing our hours. We're planning on doing like theme breakdowns where we'll talk about addiction and what the show is saying about addiction and what characters are going through addiction. Or we'll talk about corruption. We'll talk about what characters are corrupt and why they're corrupt and how corruption works.
That's literally how I'm like breaking down and reacting, because I'm like in the first, because I've only seen the first one is like you see like these drug addicts and like you see them and you see their entire life in the span of a few minutes.
Yeah.
Scheming to get drugs, doing drugs, getting high, then scheming about what they're going to do tomorrow to get more drugs. And then it's like a complete cycle until shit hits the fan, you know?
Definitely. Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, like it blew my mind. And it's like, this guy's in the hospital over $20. What? Like dying over $20. I'm like, it's and it puts in perspective, like, dude, shit like this is happening.
Well, and the show is like 20 years old.
Yeah.
but it's still
going
super
on.
well. I mean, you look at the shitty phones and pagers they're fucking using in that show. Like the
Typewriters.
technology-
They're fucking
the tech-
typewriters.
Dude, yeah, the technology's changed, of course,
Yeah.
but the reality of what's going on in major cities, it's so relevant. That's why that show continues to have like binge watching and people still doing review shows on The Wire like 20 years later.
I never seen it. I've always wanted to watch The Wire, and then the other one was Oz. So those are two shows that are like whenever I look up like best shows ever on TV, those are two shows that always next to The Sopranos. But I love I rewatched The Sopranos. That's my shit. But those are always two shows that always like come up years and years. So I'm like, all right, let me sit down and finally get through these shows.
And how many shows could stay that relevant for so long, where people are still talking about it that way?
Not a lot. Hurry up and continue MCU. It's based off a book. Holy shit, that's really cool. I don't know. Killing Rachel used to be on AMC. TK and more just talk about showing shower. Oh, so yeah, TK show is talking about how do you shower, how to grow a beard.
I gotta
should
shave,
we
by the way.
shave?
I'm gonna shave it, John. If John shaves, I'm gonna shave. We have the same thing.
John needs a mustache.
I think we have the same amount of facial hair. Don't you?
Burn. What are you talking about? I trim it up every so often, but I haven't shaved the whole thing off in a while. I'm probably due for that. I did the mustache. Perry loved the stash. I did it live on one of his late night streams. I was super drunk at it. There it is.
Oh,
right
man.
There's the stash.
Look good.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna head out.
I'm about to end it. I'm about to end it right now.
I wanted to just correct Fish Tropic. I don't know if he's making a joke. He said Perry wouldn't understand The Wire. But no, The Wire was not filmed in Toronto. They filmed it in Baltimore. The whole thing was done on location in Baltimore where it takes place. Legit.
Damn,
And The Americans is a great show. Yes, The Americans is freaking awesome. If you like The Americans and you read comics, I would recommend Meet the Skrulls that came out last year.
Oh, so good.
It is literally like it goes hand in hand with The Americans, like how they set everything up. And it is really cool.
Such a good book.
It really is. But yeah, no, TK's pulling out. That's what she said.
Hey.
Pull out. John's gonna stay in. No, I appreciate you guys joining me. This was kind of cool. I enjoyed it. Maybe we'll do this on Thursdays, or who knows?
Yeah, man, this was awesome. Definitely, we hit up some movies.
The problem with doing it on Thursday is you always have your new MCU movie dropping on Friday, and you don't want to pimp the MCU movie before you air it, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Maybe we should watch like another classic movie, or I guess you guys can rewatch one, and then we can have a discussion about it.
The movies you've watched in that week. We would just be talking about last week's MCU drop.
I mean, that could work too. I'm sure we could do something. I think it'd be cool if like us three we sit down on StreamYard and or maybe one of you guys can share a screen because I tried screen sharing. It doesn't work for me. I can't share screens on StreamYard. I don't know why.
As far as like trying to watch a movie live together.
Yeah, well, not live, but like we could record it like that, and then I can cut it up and we can make like an edited video.
The audio is a big issue. The audio is like flawed.
Yeah, but Perry's the man about it, right? Perry got that.
I got it. As long as we could hear it, I'll be good. I could work some.
You couldn't hear the Jackie Chan lightsaber fight a little bit ago.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just dub the movie.
Yeah, fellas.
Put the subtitles on.
Thank you for having me, Perry.
What do you mean?
Great. It's always fun. Yeah, look at that shirt. If you guys don't know.
Yeah, it's the "What do you mean" shirt.
Yeah,
this is the one I wear when I'm on with Perry.
Killing me, Smalls.
Oh man, hey TK, Call of Duty.
Yeah. After I'm getting a little snack.
I'm gonna get a snack too.
But yeah, man, I'm definitely down. Yo, John, it's always fun. John is everywhere. If you guys don't know John Comics with Kids, this guy's everywhere, and I try to follow him everywhere he jumps to. I'm like, where he at? I see him doing this. He's
It's like whack-a-mole. You just want to like knock that guy down. Give me a hole.
He said, "I thought Ariana Grande was a font." Oh man, I'm awesome. You're awesome for hanging out, dude. Let's see. And John is on every live stream. That is true. But yo, thank you again, guys, for joining me. And if you guys want, MCU drops tomorrow. I dropped a Goodwill Hunting today, and more stuff to come. So that should be good. Actually, my camera is literally about to die in like the next 5 seconds. So it's perfect timing.
Should let it die.
Eric Cuevas wants to